Step into the day with the dawn ringing in my ears. Oh, well, I tune into my TV show. No better way, I gotta get myself into gear. Let's go. Oh, and I feel good today with my wake up in the morning Expresso. I feel good today. It's my feel good breakfast show.
Shake it into your Thursday. Good morning and welcome to your Feel Good Breakfast Show Expresso right here on SABC3. So good to be hanging out with you. Shout out for the denim jackets. Yes.
High five.
Bam!
And
Put it
five.
there. Lovely. Thank you very much for joining us, man. We're going to have a lot of fun. We've got a nice little breakfast basket planned for you this morning. So sit right where you are.
Well, you know, everything gets a day. Sister Day, Mother's Day, Father's Day. Now morning show hosts, they get a day, which is us.
Morning show host
And
day.
it's also Throwbacks Thursday, so what a perfect opportunity to reflect on being an Expresso presenter. And we get to share those moments with you. And of course, if it wasn't for you, we wouldn't be here. So
Exactly.
Very exciting morning.
A big thank you to you as well. I can't believe I'm hearing about this for the very first time after being a morning show host for 8 years. It's ridiculous, man. But I'm happy. I'm smiling because of that. So we'll bring you what some of our favorite memories are. And then also, you know what? We're making quite a splash on the tech market. It is, of course, the brand new Samsung Galaxy Note 9. Brilliant phone. People's been raving about it. In my opinion, one of the best phones out there. But we're going to be shining the spotlight on some of those key features. So stick around for a bit of tech talk and whet your appetite for a brand new phone.
Exciting things. And from technology to some music, we're going to bring you some music this morning. Chadley Gower, in fact, he's the man to bring that for us. So you do not want to miss out on that.
Can't wait for some lekker music as well. And then baby talk. That's what to do on a Thursday. Are you struggling to get your toddler to sleep? Oh boy, that is a mission. Zoe will know nothing about this. You've got a cat, but that's not the same thing, okay? So if you are battling with a little bit of sleep with regards to your toddler, stick around for that baby talk segment. We're going to bring you some tips and advice on how to make life a little bit easier for you as a parent.
Well, we have a lot of exciting things coming up for you, so stick around. But first, let's catch up with your morning headlines. Here's Leanne.
Thank you so much, team, and a very good morning to you at home. Let's take a look at what's happening in the news. In the national news, President Cyril Ramaphosa has explained to a business forum in the United States that there will be no land grabs in South Africa. He said the current democratic government encouraged inclusion, allowing all South Africans to participate in resolving socio-economic issues. He was addressing delegates at the opening plenary of the second annual Bloomberg Global Business Forum in New York, moderated by former US President Bill Clinton. He reiterated that land reform would be all-inclusive, leading to nation building, social inclusion and economic development, which will benefit all of the people of South Africa. Oudtshoorn farmers' irrigation dams have dried up, bringing on lost production to the value of hundreds of millions of rands. But yesterday, the humanitarian organization Gift of the Givers intervened to save ostriches, animals, and the export market around the drought-ridden town. 9 trucks of fodder were delivered to some 300 anxious but grateful farmers in the area. The organization's founder, Dr. Imtiaz Suleiman, said that the efforts to save farms, animals, and the livelihoods of established and emerging farmers, farm workers, and those in related industries would continue relentlessly. Now moving further abroad, US First Lady Melania Trump won't be visiting South Africa on her first trip to Africa. She announced yesterday that she will be visiting Ghana, Malawi, Kenya, and Egypt. Her husband will not be accompanying her. The visit starts on Monday. President Trump recently referred to various African nations in the most derogatory of terms. He also spoke of Namibia as Nambia. However, Trump changed his tune before hosting Tuesday morning's meeting of the UN Security Council, telling journalists that Africa is one of the most beautiful places on earth. And then finally, New Zealand's Prime Minister, 38-year-old Jacinda Ardern, has been proclaimed a history maker for taking the first child, her 3-month-old daughter Neve, into the United Nations General Assembly Hall. UN spokesperson Stephen Dujarric confirmed that it had been the first time in the organization's 73-year history that a woman leader had taken her newborn into the Assembly Hall. Dujarric said that they were delighted to have Neve there. With only 5% of the world leaders being women, he said, we should do everything to make them feel as welcome as possible. Well, that was your 6 o'clock news update. Here's another look at what's happening in your world of sport with Kat.
Thank you very much, Leah. Here's a first look at the sporting headlines this morning. Now, there was no separating Baroka FC and Free State Stars in the ABSA Premiership last night as their clash at the Peter Mokaba Stadium ended goalless. The single point earned from the draw takes Baroka up 2 places to 13th on the log with 6 points, while Stars now sit in 8th place with 8 points. Tonight, 2018's Varsity Men's Football Championship will be crowned as Wits face TUT at the Wits Stadium, and that kickoff is at 6 o'clock. Meanwhile, over in Europe, Chelsea progressed to round 4 of the English Football League Cup last night after seeing out a 2-1 win over Liverpool at Anfield. All the goal action came in the second half as Chelsea fought back from a goal down, with Emerson and Eden Hazard getting onto the score sheet. In other results, Arsenal saw off Brentford 3-1, Spurs beat Watford 4-2 on penalties, while Nottingham Forest edged Stoke City by 3-2. And finally, the Titans finished day 1 of their 4-day franchise series match against the Dolphins on 9-1 yesterday, trailing by 260 runs. Earlier in the day at SuperSport Park, a 5-wicket haul from Alfred Motoa helped the home side bowl the Dolphins out for 269 after 83 overs. The other teams opened their tournament account on Monday as the Warriors host the Lions while the Cobras take on the Knights. And that's a first look at the sporting headlines this morning.
Thank you very much, Kat. Right now, let's get into your weather and your temperatures for the very first time. It's your Thursday morning, and there's a lot to look forward to in terms of your pictures. We would love to see what it looks like in your parts of the world. Please take those pictures this morning, maybe a beautiful sunrise picture from wherever you are watching Expresso from this morning, and post it on our Expresso Morning Show SABC3 Facebook page, and we'll gladly share them with the nation right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Now, in terms of those pictures, Lillian Lowe sent us this beautiful sunrise from Durbanville in Cape Town. Cold conditions this morning with a couple of morning showers as well, reaching a maximum 19, but otherwise a beautiful sunrise. Thank you very, very much, Lillian. Appreciate the time that you took to post that picture for us. Really appreciate it, but continue sending those pictures. We'd love to see what it looks like in your parts of the world. With regards to your temperatures, going into your Thursday, Polokwane kicking off on 16 this morning, reaching a high of 30 degrees. Mbombela 18:31, Pretoria 17:32, Johannesburg 15 and a high of 30, Mahikeng 18:34, Klerksdorp 17:33, Kimberley 11:32, Bloemfontein 8 minimum, reaching a high of 31, Richards Bay 18:29, Pietermaritzburg 14:28, Durban 19:24, Mthatha 10:29, East London starting off on 14, your maximum 25, Cradock 9:30, Port Elizabeth 12:23, George 12:22, Sutherland starting off on 6 minimum, reaching a high of 20, Cape Town 13 with a maximum 18 and rain expected, Worcester 12:22, Springbok 7:26, and Uppington starting off on 13, reaching a nice and hot maximum of 31 degrees. That's a wrap of your weather and your temperatures for the 6 o'clock bulletin. As always, we'll keep you updated throughout the course of your morning. I'm back just after 6:30 with another weather update.
Oh, baie dankie meneer Strydom. Well, it's time for us to now connect with you on social media. It's Throwback Thursday. We want to know from you, what's your favorite first memory from Expresso?
Do you have a favorite first memory?
I think it must have been the first time I was actually on the Expresso set was during the Presenter Search Takeover. That was my first memory.
Oh, that is
and my
awesome.
favorite memory.
I think there's so many, but there's one that I always try to find on YouTube. It's one where Liesel van der Westhuizen was still on the show. Kat and Graham had sumo suits on, and they were doing Expresso Olympics. And the two of them were wrestling in those sumo suits. It is the funniest thing, guys. Just Kat Graham, sumo suits, go on YouTube it. You're going to find it so funny. But let's see what you had to say. Nathan says, morning guys, haha, I really liked how you used to review cars on a Wednesday and Thursday, and it got me getting up early. Peter says, I remember when you first started broadcasting, and he's still excited just like the first day. Wanda says, morning guys, my favorite memory is when one of the guys that Kat interviewed drank every coffee on the table.
Oh, yes.
Made my day. And Kele Bochile says, morning team, the first time I watched Expresso was on a Friday and everyone was in the dancing spirit. I fell in love with the show from that day until today. Well, that's absolutely amazing, huh? You can see why other shows also want to all of a sudden get into the Friday dance.
The coffee day was
funny.
just the other day.
Hey?
The coffee day was just the other day.
Was it just the other day?
Oh.
Well, continue to let us know on social media. What is your favorite first memory of Expresso?
You know, that's just the thing, though.
I couldn't believe it.
It's great.
I was like, is he confused? Like, did he not know which one was his, and then when I saw him going for all of them, I was like, oh, well, Kui.
It is what it is,
Done.
Kui. Listen, but that's just the thing. There's so much happening on Expresso every single day, and going back as far as we did, you know, it's like, how do you even choose a moment? But anyways,
crazy.
We as the Expresso presenters, we're going to be taking a bit of a trip down memory lane because it's International Morning Show Host Day.
There's a day dedicated to people who do this job.
I said it earlier. Why do I only find out about it now?
Unbelievable. 8 years later. And then we'll also be speaking to a young sports star, David Nordia, who's a sports climber, and he'll be representing South Africa at the Youth Olympics in Argentina next week. How exciting is that? Very exciting. Don't miss it.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
It's just one of those days you wake up with a massive smile on your face. It's also International Morning Show Hosts Day. Amazing, a day dedicated to people who do this job, who wake up in the morning and hopefully put smiles across nations' faces. But of course, we also live in a world that is constantly changing. So as we welcome this very special day, the 27th of September, let's pump the brakes and take a look at what happened on this day in history.
Yeah, man, a couple of interesting ones. On this day, 1590, Pope Urban VII died after 13 days of being Pope, making his papacy the shortest in history.
Wow.
13 days.
My word. So you still look like, wow, look at those pictures.
We have a minister that had a smaller record. Wasn't it just like a day?
Why do you have to bring that up? It's so
skip
painful.
forward.
It's so painful.
You're looking at history,
Yes.
Also, in 1970, the statutes of the UNWTO, or the United Nations World Tourism Organization, were adopted. And so the 27th of September is now annually celebrated as World Tourism Day.
There we go.
It's today.
It's today.
So go like on a tour of something today, like a tour of your office or...
I'm going to take a tour through the studio.
Yes, exactly. Do that.
We'll do that. Yeah. And then also in 2007, NASA launched the space probe Dawn to the asteroid belt. It's currently in orbit around the dwarf planet Ceres.
Serious?
Not seriously in the Western Cape, no. Not that one. Seriously, but Ceres in the asteroid belt. Yeah, but
Serious?
the dwarf planet Ceres, bro.
It's there. It's serious, man.
Serious and serious.
Serious.
Well, that was our bite-sized dose of history. Why don't you go out, seize the day, make it one for the books. And the 27th of September certainly is a very special one. It's World Tourism Day, but it's also Morning Show Host Day.
Seriously.
And since it is Morning Show Host Day, we thought we're going to jump up on that opportunity and at least share some of our favorite moments of what it's like to wake up every single morning for your feel-good breakfast show. So, Kat, you're up first. So let's take a look.
Serious. Hi, I'm Katlego Maboy, and I've been a host on Expresso Morning Show on SABC3 for 8 years. When I started 8 years ago, it was very little because I really had no idea what would be going on, at least in terms of what it looks like on TV when you have a live setup. And that first day, man, was as as rocky as you could ever imagine. A first day, first team running a live production. I think since then it's just been such a fun journey connecting with South Africans every single day. What has changed for me since those formative days of my live TV broadcasting career, I think, is I've learned to accept myself a little more. A lot more, in fact, for who I am, the bubbly person that I am, that I think in the beginning I received a lot of criticism for because it used to annoy a lot of people. But I've also accepted that that is one of my strengths. I do want to be a force of positive energy out there in people's lives. We live in tragic times in many ways, and we have a way and a manner of putting smiles on people's faces, but I don't mean just smiles that last for a second. We have a unique opportunity to be able to inform those conversations that people have at breakfast, when those first thoughts of the day are forming, when you're picturing how you want your day to turn out. So I think one might have thought that it gets easier over the years to wake up early in the morning, but I think it's the reverse for me, where in the beginning, but obviously we had the show that started a lot earlier, but I used to be up at like 2 o'clock, 2:30 in the morning, literally just out of pure excitement. And then you realize that if you do that for too long, your adrenal levels are peaking at the wrong time, so you need to kind of manage your sleep. But other than that, this job is such a pleasure that there are very few challenges, and that if there are, for me, I don't know, I kind of overlook them and just look at the abundance of joy that exists in the studio between the crew, the presenters, and everyone, the guests, everyone that comes in here every morning is like, I can't believe you guys are so energetic. Like, how do you do it? And it's just part of the spirit of what Expresso is all about. So to all the morning show hosts all across the world, I wish you all a happy International Morning Show Hosts Day. I can't believe it. We have our own day. Truly wonderful. Thank you for the work that you do in enriching the lives of so many people and your viewers that watch every single day. And to our Expresso fam, it's always love. Thank you so much for the support over an incredible 8 years. And here's to more years to come.
It's incredible to look back at some of those moments and you realize how much fun we actually have.
And we need to point out, Katlego and you, Ewan, are some of the OGs. You've been here since the very first day that Expresso broadcast.
8 years, 8 years. No, it's been a phenomenal journey, but it's going to be cool. We're going to be taking a look at those little trips down memory lane throughout the course of the morning from all of us, because we are such a phenomenal team and we all love each other. We're like family, man. But one more round of applause for my man, Katlego.
My man. Well, from the OGs to the new Gs. Next week, South Africa's future generation of track and field athletes will be out to make their names for themselves out there at the Youth Olympic Games in Buenos Aires in Argentina. Now, one such athlete is David Nordia, who will be representing Africa in the sport climbing discipline after he won the continental competition last year. Now, just before he jets off to Argentina, David joins us this morning to chat about the Youth Olympic Games. Man, dude, continental champion. Welcome to the show, man.
Yeah, thanks so much for having me.
That must feel really exciting. I don't know, are your bags packed yet? Are you amped? Passports at the ready?
Yeah, everything's sort of slowly becoming a reality. It's amazing. I'm so
bubbling
excited.
up inside you as you prepare yourself for this massive stage,
yeah,
dude.
for sure.
So let's talk about sport climbing. It's a sport that I understand has only been recently introduced into the Olympics as a code.
Yeah.
Where did you first get your hands to grips with sport climbing?
Sure. When I was about 6 years old, my sister and her boyfriend we went on a family camping trip to the Cedarburg, and my sister's boyfriend put me in a harness and said, climb up this, and I kind of never really looked back.
That's extraordinary, man. And what is it that you enjoy so much about it? That, I mean, I don't know if that's your regular sporting gear, but like you've got a regular pair of jeans on, just rolled up, and here you are. What do you enjoy about it so much?
I think it's the freedom of it. You know, there's no set rules, there's no referee, there's none of that. It's free. You go on the mountain with some friends, or you.
Oh my gosh, dude! This is crazy.
And so yeah, you can see it's just the freedom of it. You're just there with your hands and feet and some chalk in your hands.
Yeah.
And you can just do what you want.
So tell me about the actual competition you're going to be taking part in and how that happens and how it's judged.
So the Youth Olympic Games, the Olympic format is all three disciplines. Yes. So there's lead climbing, which is with the rope like that up these high cliffs. There's bouldering, which is the video you just saw before, which was sort of climbing on lower boulders, sort of up to 6 meters. The moves are very technical, and although you're not doing very many moves, they're all super physically taxing.
Yes,
and
yes.
then there's speed climbing, which is just going as fast as you can up a set route. This is also lead climbing.
Yes.
Going as fast as you can up a set route. And I think the record for a 15-meter wall is 5.6 seconds.
Huh.
And so you have to do all three of these disciplines on one day. So it's kind of like asking a 100-meter runner to also run a marathon in the same day. It's incredibly mentally taxing, and it's super challenging to train because you might not be as good in all three disciplines.
Exactly.
Which is
so you've got to
challenging.
balance out your strengths. So in terms of the goals you set for yourself for the Youth Olympic Games, what are you looking at achieving? And also, what are you looking forward to just in general being in Argentina? I don't know if you've been there before.
I haven't been to South America before, so I'm super excited to watch all the other events and also to sort of look and sightsee around Argentina.
Yeah.
I think for the goals, climbing's still super new in South Africa, and it's new in this sort of in the Olympic format. So hopefully I'd like to make semifinals, but you know, with it being such a new sport, we'll just have to see.
Yeah.
And hopefully have some fun as well.
Yeah. Are there other things that you're doing outside of, let's say, practicing the sport itself, kind of bringing it out there to other youths who might not know about it, just kind of hyping up the popularity, the fun element of it? Like you say, it's very physically taxing, so from a health perspective, it's really great for you. Are you involved in any such projects, or do you have in mind any ideas that you might want to bring to fruition?
I mean, I think from a health aspect, it's one of the most beneficial sports because it helps children cross their midline. It increases your coordination, your strength, your physical fitness, and I think if you're just looking to get healthy, I mean, a lot of students these days are coming down to the climbing gym on a Wednesday night and student night and not doing it as a competitive sport, but just wanting to get some exercise and have a social environment with your friends. And I think that's a super amazing aspect of the sport.
Well, dude, we are all, as the Expresso family and South Africa, holding thumbs for you when you go to Argentina with the rest of the South African team, that you'll make us proud. Do your best. Have fun, man, and come back having made great memories. And thank you for joining us, dude.
Yeah, no problem.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, in the studio, David Nordia, come on, get in there. Continental champion.
That is insane, man. Every time I see something like that or somebody doing that, my palms get sweaty.
Yeah.
Because I can't deal with that. I'm an adrenaline junkie, but not that.
Not that. No, I hear you. I hear you.
Listen, we're going to be taking a very quick ad break. When we come back, it's all about getting to know our performer this morning, Chadley Gower. Here he is. Get in here, my brother. Get in here, my man. Looking forward to some music. Listen, can we treat you to something, a little something?
Blueberry muffin, do you have
Blueberry
one?
muffin,
Wow,
princess?
that would be nice.
Sort you out, my
Thanks so
brother.
much.
Sort you out, my brother.
Cool, man.
Absolutely amazing. And then we're also going to take a look at the varsity women's football final preview. All that and more coming up after the break. Thanks, Princess.
There you go. Blueberry muffin, sir. Enjoy.
So good.
Enjoy a moment in between with McCafe. See you after the break.
Every day that brave young kids and their families battle cancer, the CHOC Childhood Cancer Foundation supports them. And here at Expresso, we'd love you to help us fund their newest CHOC home in Pretoria. SnapScan makes it easy to donate. Download the app, scan the code, and donate. For more details, visit the Expresso website.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It's a Thursday morning. We're live, large, and in charge as we welcome our guest artist for today, who we're about to get to know over 60 seconds. Let's welcome, ladies and gentlemen, Chadley Gower! Great to have you, man.
Thanks for having me, man.
All right, so as I explained to you, 60 seconds, we're going to ask you quick questions. You answer with the first thing that comes to your mind. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Start the clock. Who's your favorite local artist?
Wow. Yes. Jimmy Ludo.
No, the first one. The last album you bought.
Wow. Ernie Smith.
What's on your favorite pizza?
Arab.
Favorite TV program?
Expresso.
Your favorite fruit?
Banana.
Your favorite vegetable?
Yeah. Potato.
Sunrise or sunset?
Sunset.
The last person you texted?
My bandmates.
What did you say?
Where are you?
Favorite way to cook potatoes?
To fry.
Your favorite emoji?
Bake.
Your favorite emoji?
Obviously the smiley one.
Show us the smiley one. Time freezes for everyone in the world except for you. For one day, what do you do?
Be at home with my boy, with my son.
Which song best describes your life right now?
Wow. Yeah, there's a lot. I can't think of one right now.
Wow, there was a lot of wow. Oh man, okay, Chadley, thanks for joining us this morning.
It's a pleasure, man.
Great to have you, man. Great to have you. So awesome. Let's take a look back at your history as a musician, where you started at the age of 11.
Yes.
And you picked up the bass. And my first question to you a couple of seconds ago was, who chooses to play the bass? Tell me what was happening.
Well, my family is very musical.
Yeah.
And my uncle used to play guitar, and my cousin could play the drums. And at that time, we didn't have a keyboard or whatever, so there was a bass guitar.
Yeah.
And that spot was kind of like open. So I started with the lead guitar initially.
Yeah.
And then I moved on to the bass. But I fell in love with the bass. The bass is a beautiful instrument.
It is an absolutely beautiful instrument. and when used effectively, it could either make or break a song.
Definitely.
Yeah. So when did you decide that music was going to be the passion that you're going to pursue with your heart and not just as a family thing while you're jamming there?
Well, that was around about... I finished school in 2006. I didn't go study, so I went to work, you know. And 2008, that was the year that I really started, getting into it. But I could play already.
Yeah.
I could play, and I played in church, gospel concerts, and things like that. I did a lot of stuff, and that's when I started playing.
And the rest, as they say, is history.
Yeah.
You talk about important concerts. You've got a very important concert coming up on the 30th of November, just
September.
Of September. So this is literally the day after tomorrow.
Yeah.
And
indeed.
This is just before your 30th birthday.
Of course.
Tell me about this show.
Well, so it's a celebration concert. Just yesterday, I celebrated 3 years of marriage with my beautiful wife.
Man, beautiful.
And my 30th birthday, I'm bringing out the album. So there's a lot of celebrations. Let's just do one big celebration concert. And it's happening a day before my 30th birthday.
That's incredible. Where's it happening? Can we get tickets to the party?
Yeah, cool. There's tickets available from Quicket.
Yeah.
That's the new quick way of buying tickets.
Yeah.
And also at the door there will be tickets available. But yeah, it's happening in Paro Industrial, close to Coke. I'll post, you've got the details.
Yeah, you're Chadley Gower on social media, so we can follow you there for the details.
Yeah, definitely.
Excellent.
Yeah, that's my local church, Jubilee Life Ministries.
Excellent, man. Yeah. Listen, looking forward to it. Looking forward to you performing on the show.
Welcome,
Thank you very much for joining us.
Man.
Ladies and gentlemen, one more time, Chadley Gower on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Yay!
In the national news, President Cyril Ramaphosa has explained to a business forum in the United States that there will be no land grabs in South Africa. He reiterated that land reform would be all-inclusive, leading to nation building, social cohesion and economic development, which will benefit all of the people of the country. Oudtshoorn farmers' irrigation dams have dried up, bringing on lost production to the value of hundreds of millions of rands. But yesterday, the humanitarian organization Gift of the Givers intervened to save ostriches and animals and the export market around the drought-ridden town. On the international front, US First Lady Melania Trump won't be visiting South Africa on her first trip to Africa. She announced yesterday that she will be visiting Ghana, Malawi, Kenya and Egypt without her husband. And then finally, New Zealand's Prime Minister, 38-year-old Jacinda Ardern, has been proclaimed a history maker for taking the first child, her 3-month-old daughter Neve, into the United Nations General Assembly Hall. Well, that was your 6:30 news update. I'll have another full bulletin for you at the top of the hour.
Well, here's a quick little snippet out of the sporting headlines this morning. Well, there was no separating Baroka FC and Free State Stars in the ABSA Premiership last night as their clash at the Peter Mokaba Stadium ended goalless. Meanwhile, Chelsea progressed to round 4 of the English Football League Cup last night after seeing out a 2-1 win over Liverpool at Anfield. Elsewhere, Arsenal saw off Brentford 3-1, while Spurs beat Watford 4-2 on penalties. And lastly, the Titans finished day 1 of their 4-day franchise series match against the Dolphins on 9-1 yesterday, trailing by 260 runs. And that's a roundup of the sporting headlines.
On that note, let's take a first look at what to expect in your traffic today. And we head on over to KwaZulu-Natal in Durban North. In fact, Durban South. There's a stationary truck. It's on the N2 northbound after Solomon Mahlungu Drive, and it's causing that left lane to be blocked, so please keep a lookout for that. Then in Gauteng in Sandton, there's also a stationary vehicle. This is on the N1 northbound after William Nicol Drive, causing that left lane to be blocked, so please approach with caution. That's where we leave your traffic for now. And taking a look at your weather, we've also asked you to send in your beautiful sunrise photos. This morning, we say thank you to Sean for sending us this beautiful sunrise photo from Margate in KwaZulu-Natal. Sean, you can expect pleasantly warm conditions in Margate, partly cloudy, reaching a maximum of 24 degrees Celsius. That's where we leave your weather, in fact, for Margate. But let's take a look at the rest of the country, starting off in Polokwane. Your minimum for today, it is 16, reaching a high of 30. If you're in Mbombela, 18 with a high of 31, Pretoria 17, reaching a high of 32. It's partly cloudy in Johannesburg, 15 with a high of 30. Mahikeng 18, reaching a high of 34. Klerksdorp, your minimum is 17, your maximum 33. Kimberley 11 with a high of 32. It's sunny in Bloemfontein, 8 with a high of 31. Richards Bay 18, reaching a high of 29. Pietermaritzburg 14 with a high of 28. Durban 19 with a high of 24. It's partly cloudy in Mthatha, a low of 10, a high of 29. East London 14 with a high of 25. Partly cloudy conditions in Cradock, a low of 9, reaching a high of 30. Port Elizabeth 12, 23. George 12, 22. Sutherland 6 with a high of 20. Some rain is expected in Cape Town, a low of 13 with a high of 18. Worcester 12, reaching a high of 22. Sunny conditions in Springbok 7 with a high of 26. And Uppington, your low for today is 13. Your high is 31 degrees Celsius. We'll have another weather update for you in half an hour.
Here we go. All right, so after Banyana Banyana won the COSAFA Cup title this past weekend, the excitement surrounding women's football in South Africa is thriving. And tonight, the women's game will once again be on display as the final of the 2018 varsity women's football season takes place. And fighting for the cup will be the University of the Western Cape and 4-time champions Tshwane University of Technology. And to share their insight on today's final, UWC football players Amanda Nkopo and Abongile Dlani are with us. Thank you very much for joining us, ladies.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it must have been exciting for you as well to have watched the final against Cameroon last week. See Banyana Banyana beating them 2-1. We are now COSAFA Cup champions through the ladies' efforts, which is absolutely incredible. I mean, you look at those celebratory scenes there through that picture. Would you say our national football team, the ladies' football team, is heading in the right direction, especially under the coaching of Coach Desiree Ellis?
Yeah, I will say the national team, it's heading in the right direction because they've given us the required results with obviously with Desiree Ellis holding the team.
Yeah.
So the fact that they managed to beat Cameroon, because obviously it was not an easy game, as they managed to beat them in the last minutes of the game.
Yeah.
But then it shows that the team. The women's football is growing and it's becoming competitive each and every day.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And when you can reign over Africa like that and you saw that first goal, look at that, just fighting for the ball and the calmness in front of goal to finish under the keeper like that. Do you think, given the quality of the players that we have in the national team, Banyana Banyana, are we giving the ladies enough opportunities to grow out there in their football, to truly, I think, live out their potential? Is there enough opportunities out there?
For me, not really, because I feel like we're given less opportunities, and only recently we've have 6 players that signed overseas contracts. So it means that there's a lot that needs to be done to actually empower and endorse women's football.
Yeah. What would you like to see happen? Let's say in the next 5 to 10 years. What would you like to see happen?
If they could just treat women's football same as like guys, because if you see guys are more, it's like a way totally different compared to us, because guys have like sponsors and like everything, they have it.
Like they can actually make a life and a living out of playing football.
For like being a woman playing sport, you need to play for like a national team in order for you to be recognized.
Yeah.
It's only like Banyana and the development, like under 20s and under 17.
Yeah.
We don't have like a structured professional leagues to promote the women's football.
Yeah. But the growth is, I guess, slowly but surely starting to come to the fore with varsity football now on the cards. And so let's focus on today's final, which sees UWC v TUT. Where do you think the game will be won and lost, especially looking at the past season and how both teams have played?
Okay, I think the game is going to be won by coach. Because, I mean, we've been playing TUT for the past 3 or 4 years and they've been beating us.
Yeah.
But now, I mean, he planned well for the team, and while we were at the camp, they were preparing very well. And I feel like he has good players to use. So it's up to him to make us win, and we're taking it home.
To add on that, Amanda just said, and the fact that they're going to come with that mentality that they beat us in the previous years.
Yes.
And they're not knowing that we've prepared like psychologically that we are the underdogs and we're taking this home.
Hey, and we all know about what the underdogs can do. Ask Manchester United very recently. All right, so the pressure point right now, the question that you probably don't want to answer, but I will have to ask you about your score prediction for today's final.
Well, it's 2-1 to us. We're winning it.
I feel like you rehearsed that. You said it exactly the same time. 2-1, the final score prediction from you. Well, good luck to the UWC ladies and, of course, also to the ladies of TUT as they take on each other in Pretoria. Kickoff at 3:30 for the Varsity Cup Women's Final that's taking place today. And we'll bring you those results, of course, in tomorrow morning's sports report. Thank you very much once again, ladies. Enjoy the match. Have fun, and here's to the growth of female football in South Africa.
Yes.
Brilliant stuff. Now, we have a lovely little surprise for all of you viewers. Okay, I'm lying. It's not a little surprise. It's a huge surprise.
It's a major surprise.
It is once again competition time with Samsung, and you stand a chance of winning a Samsung Galaxy Note 9 valued at more than 18,000 rand.
That is next level stuff. All right, so all you have to do to take part in this incredible competition is go to the Expresso Show morning page, comment on the Samsung Note 9, and of course you need to tell us what are 4 of the game changer features on the Samsung Note 9, Galaxy Note 9, and you could be standing in line to walk away with a Samsung Galaxy Note 9 today. So all you have to do is head over to Expresso Morning Show's page.
It's today, guys. It's today. You have up until 12 p.m. to enter, so don't delay. Go check out that post right now. I think this is the reason why we're all smiling so massively this morning. But T's and C's can be found on our website, expressoshow.com, and you can visit our Expresso Facebook page. And today it could be your lucky day. So stick around as well, because we are going to be shining the spotlight on some of those incredible features of the brand new Samsung Galaxy Note 9. I cannot wait for a bit of tech digest this morning.
I'm freaking out on the inside. It's amazing.
Well, we are taking a quick break on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. When we get back, it is Throwbacks Thursday, and one moment we're throwing it back to is our very own Kat and Ewan pole dancing, so you do not want to miss out on that. We also have Chad Ligawa in studio with the band. He's performing after the break.
man, yes. It's a Thursday morning, in case you weren't quite sure. Thanks for tuning into your Feel Good Breakfast
What
show.
did I miss? What did I miss?
At the back there, it's a behind the scenes thing.
Oh, okay.
But all good, all good. All right, right now, Leanne has very important news to share with us.
Absolutely. Well, our South African starlets are doing so well right now. Pearl Thusi took her place among some of the world's top dignitaries when she was invited to speak at the Global Citizens She Is Equal Summit in New York on Tuesday.
Amazing.
Now, She Is Equal Summit welcomed UN Women, Global Citizen and Group of Champions for Women's Economic Empowerment at the reception held at the Intercontinental New York Barclay on Tuesday. And according to a press statement, Pearl left the crowd inspired when she took to the stage at the event. And as one of the global citizen advocates, Pearl was passionate in her plight against the fight and issues surrounding gender equality on the African continent. She left the crowd inspired and more motivated than before to make a significant contribution towards the struggle that is threatening our daily existence. Now, also the program includes keynote addresses by Vice President of Costa Rica, Epsie Campbell-Barr, and Minister of the State for Africa at the Foreign and Commonwealth and Minister of State of the UK Department for International Development, Harriet Baldwin. So quite a beautiful moment happening there. And of course, we all know that isn't Nomzamo also there as well? She was moderating. I don't know. She was doing
I know
really
Bonang
well.
was moderating one of the panel discussions there. South Africans doing great things. Maps was hosting one of the live broadcasts, which was great.
Yeah,
so
that was for goalkeepers, I think, led by...
Yeah. But I mean, just like in general, South Africans are out there representing the African continent, and it's a beautiful thing. I'm just super inspired all over.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And then, of course, very sad news that we have to share this morning. South African actress Shoki Mogapa has passed away. She was 34 years old. Her cause of death is not publicly known at the moment. The talented young actress who graduated at the Johannesburg-based AFTA Film School with a bachelor's degree in live performance made her South African TV debut in the SABC series The Lab, and a decade later appeared this year in the new local drama series The Docket that started on SABC3 recently and that was filmed last year. So our condolences, our thoughts and our prayers go out to her friends, to her family, and to all of her fans across the nation as well. Such a sad loss for us.
Absolutely. Well, I think right now let's try and flip the script a little bit onto a more happier page. The question being, are you the smoothest fan of some of South Africa's biggest stars? Yay, exactly. And so are you at home. Well, Tropica is looking for the smoothest fans of some of South Africa's biggest celebrities who put their skills and celeb knowledge to the test. Now, if you want to be part of the fun, all you have to do is buy a Tropica and follow the entry details on the bottle. Then select your favorite celeb who you think you know best, and then you could stand a chance to win thousands of instant daily prizes and a share of 1 million rand. Now, Tropica has already given away airtime to over 9,306 winners from the start of the competition. So get in there, buy the Tropica and enter, and you could be winning your share of incredible smooth prizes. There's airtime, there's cash, and T's and C's apply. You can find them on tropica.coza.
Nice. We like that. Listen, there's like competitions galore this morning, man.
Yeah.
So what we'll do is we'll throw it forward to some new movies. Yeah, how's that?
I like
New
that.
movies.
What you got?
It's something that we touched on this week as well and completely made fools of ourselves.
No, we were legendary.
No, I was going to add, we were amazing.
Out there. I thought you guys killed me.
Yeah, but listen, an all-star ensemble cast including Channing Tatum, James Corden, Zendaya, Common, LeBron James, Gina Rodriguez, and Danny DeVito. I mean, listen to those names. Team up for this exciting, I think, twist on a classic legend.
That's right. This movie is called Smallfoot, and Channing Tatum voices Migo, a Yeti who is convinced that the elusive creature known as the Smallfoot really does exist. His beliefs are proven correct when he meets Percy Patterson, voiced by James Corden, who's a former TV personality trying to reclaim his fame.
Oh man, I love the fact that they're flipping the script on this one a little bit. But Warner Bros. Has teamed up with Expresso, which is exciting news, to offer 5 lucky viewers an awesome prize, including exclusive movie merch and 2 3D tickets for a movie of your choice, valid for the next 2 years. That's brilliant. So all you need to do is tag us on Twitter at Expresso Show with a video of you doing the hashtag Do the Yeti Dance to the tune of Niall Horan's new song, Finally Free.
Now you might be wondering, what is hashtag Do the Yeti? Well, we've got some moves to show you exactly what the Yeti dance is.
Yeah.
All right, so there we
got it. Yeah.
We got it down actually. You know, go check it out on Expresso's Instagram page as well. I think we did it justice. So what you need to do, thank you very much. You need to get dancing to Find Me Free by Niall Horan and play his brand new song and send us those videos. We'd love to see what you do. Don't forget to include the hashtags, #DoTheYeti and #Expresso Show as well for your entry to be counted. And then the competition closes next Tuesday, the 2nd of October, and T's and C's can be found on our website, expressoshow.com.
I think you and your wife should do it and your son should challenge you guys because you guys already do all the dancing. Why doesn't mom and dad #DoTheYeti? Yes, I think so. Kieran, get your dad to do it.
Is Kieran watching?
No, he's sleeping, luckily, which is good. So, but wait till
YouTube.
I know, damn you, YouTube.
Anyway, so today, guys, is also a very, very special day. So we at Expresso have decided to take part in celebrating International Morning Show Hosts Day by sharing how much we love connecting with you, all of our Expresso and our Feel Good family out there. And we love doing it every single morning. We've been doing it for like, what, 8 years now. Wow. So we're sharing some memories. And next up is Ewan's turn, who's of course been part of the show from the very, very beginning. I'm talking about like when there was still like rubble and bags of cement here. When there was still the Krevai and Makarapas still constructing. He was here. He was here.
He's helping to construct.
Let's take a look at Ewan's favorite memories.
Hi, my name is Ewan Stradham. I've been a morning show host on Expresso Morning Show here on SABC3 for 8 years. I've obviously had my introduction into TV a while back, but it was not on a live platform. So Expresso was really the first live TV show that I've ever stepped into, and not having that knowledge of how live TV works, you know, no amount of prep can kind of get you ready for what you're about to go through. Getting into studio and all of a sudden you are live, there's no second takes, and that's scary. And I think that journey from there on out was what I really was looking for. We get to connect with what we do. We connect with people on a very personal level and a very real level. And I think that for me is the most important thing that I'm doing, because we're not putting on an act, we're not putting on a show. We are literally spending a morning with people as if you would literally having a cup of coffee with someone. And for me, that is very special. People come up to you and they know you. They're like, hey, Ewan, what's up? And it's like, away processing, do I know you? No, you don't, but you realize, you know. And they're like, man, I love that segment that you guys were doing. I fully agree with that. It's the conversations that keep going afterwards. So they're getting up and they're doing the morning show, that was fine. But the midday slump, you will hit a wall like no other. But it's almost like a natural fitness that you gain throughout the years of being it. And now it's like second nature, and that is absolutely incredible. Some of my favorite parts of being an Expresso morning show host is literally the energy. There is an incredibly positive energy, and that is reflected in our guests that come on the show. So many times we get guests in here and they are absolutely blown away by what happens on set, because there's a vibe, there's energy, there's positivity. We always convey a positive message, and I think that for me is the key, because I'm a naturally positive person, but there's so much negative influences from the outside. But within this space, you have laughter, you have joking around, on screen, off screen. So to all morning show hosts all around the world, keep up the incredible work, keep up inspiring, putting those smiles on faces, because people need you out there. They need you to wake people up in a positive and feel good manner. And to our Expresso viewers, I'm sending you so much love. Thank you for the support over all of these years. I can't believe it's been nearly 8 years now. We love you. I love you, and I appreciate you.
Oh, man, we appreciate you, Ewan. We appreciate you.
Thank
on this
you.
International Morning Show Host Day, we love you, man.
Look, I'm taking it. It's sitting here. It's good. I'm feeling it. We own it.
I'm just going to call you two like the OGs.
The OGs.
Yeah, and you know what?
OGs.
It's a privileged position to be in.
Look, I literally grew up with the show in terms of my journey in TV and career. This is how I've started. This is how I've grown up, and it's been an incredible journey, man.
This is
with
awesome.
you guys, my family, I love you. I love you.
Awesome. We love you too. Well, seeing as though we're throwing it back today, why don't you check this out? 5 years ago, I challenged Ewan and Kat to a pole dancing challenge, and this Throwback Thursday, we just have to take a look at that shoulder mount pole dancing extravaganza.
Oh no, why?
Well, I'm gonna see it again, or you good with it?
Maybe one more time.
One more time? You know what, it's actually, it's really easy. And we'll
so
spot you.
shoulders straight on there.
So shoulder on the pole.
You mount
and
it.
get a nice grip behind your head, look up at the ceiling, and then lift. So you're gonna pull with your arms and engage your core.
Oh my goodness, there go everything.
I don't think my shorts will allow that, though.
That's why you're gonna pull them a bit higher.
Okay, so the leg variation is just styling. You're welcome to just bring them straight up into a tuck.
Okay, hold on. Okay. So,
okay,
we're here.
Yes, this.
Go boy.
Put shoulder on the pole.
Shoulder on the pole.
One shoulder, head to the side. Yes, and now lift your core.
Oh! Jack, I'm flying. I'm sliding. I'm good.
Good. Lovely. I'm impressed.
Nice.
Okay, just bear in mind, I'm like taller than anyone here.
Come on, boy. You can do this. I believe in you.
Okay.
I believe in
you.
you.
Get a good grip. Look up at the ceiling.
Okay, yeah, right?
Yes.
And yes. Hold on, sister.
Hold my mic. Okay. Okay. Hold my mic.
He's on.
Wait. Let the arms cut. Spin me. Let the arms.
Okay. 100.
Wait.
Okay, now say
I'm gonna
in.
do a handstand.
Oh, the improv king. Oh, we were about to complete a movement.
Why?
Oh, wow. Now that is what you call teamwork. I don't think you'll ever see that happening ever again between these two.
Well, now we can literally say,
Put it there,
Kat,
man.
you've always had Ewan's back and shoulders.
You know what I mean? Literally.
Please can we give them another round of applause? Well done, guys.
Wow.
It's not easy to pole dance, but that was our Throwback Thursday for you on this Thursday.
Since that inspiring take on pole dancing, we've never done it again.
No.
That's not what I
With
hear.
good reason. What are you talking about?
I have. I've been forced to.
No. Anyway, we'll be sharing more memories with you. Throughout the day. In the meantime, maybe if you rewatch that video on YouTube, let us know who you think is the better pole dancer, although I do think that, I don't know.
No, I will give it to you, brother. I will actually give it to you.
Just, you are even impressed in that picture.
No, what is that? What is that?
Okay, that's
Ewan?
admiration.
What is that? Yeah, no.
The cradled look. Anyway.
I love how you guys never took your socks off, though.
I was hoping it'll help for effect, but anyways, I don't know.
Hashtag Throwback Thursday, hashtag Expresso
No,
Show.
I'm going to give that to you,
Who's
dude.
the better pole dancer of the two? Let us know.
Right. Well, while you're deciding that, let's quickly take a break. When we come back, Chadley Gower is here with his band in preparation of a big performance coming up on the 30th of September, just before his 30th birthday.
Wow. Brilliant.
And he's going to be sharing some live music with us, so stay tuned for that.
Can't wait for that. And then, of course, we also take a big spotlight and we shine it on some of the awesome features of the brand new Samsung Galaxy Note 9, my friend. It's here. We're all smiling because of it. And remember, log on to Facebook because there's a little bit of chance of you to win one as well. Stick around. We'll talk about that after the break.
Right now.
Voted best courier in South Africa for over 10 years, at Globeflight, our approach is to simply keep our word. When the quality of our courier service was certified ISO 9001 compliant, it only confirmed what Globeflight customers already know, that from domestic same day to international air freight, Globeflight delivers smiles 24/7, 365.
Cool, guys, let's go. We've got 1 hour minute, yeah?
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show, Expresso, on this Thursday morning. Also, International Morning Show Hosts Day, so even more reason for us to celebrate. And listen, if you haven't done it yet, go onto our Facebook page. There's a chance for you to win the brand new Samsung Galaxy Note 9. It's waiting there for you. Just comment on that post. Very simple, very easy. But right now, let's take a look at the morning's headlines.
Thank you so much, Kat. In the national news, President Cyril Ramaphosa has explained to a business forum in the United States that there will be no land grabs in South Africa. He said the current democratic government encouraged inclusion, allowing all South Africans to participate in resolving socio-economic issues. He was addressing delegates at the opening plenary of the second annual Bloomberg Global Business Forum in New York, moderated by former US President Bill Clinton. He reiterated that land reform would be all-inclusive, leading to nation building, social cohesion and economic development, which will benefit all of the people of South Africa. Oudtshoorn farmers' irrigation dams have dried up, bringing on lost production to the value of hundreds of millions of rands. But yesterday, the humanitarian organization Gift of the Givers intervened to save ostriches, animals, and the export market around the drought-ridden town. 9 trucks with fodder was delivered to some 300 anxious but grateful farmers in the area. The organization's founder, Dr. Imtiaz Suleiman, said the efforts to save farms, animals, and the livelihoods of established and emerging farm workers, farmers, and those in related industries would continue relentlessly. Now moving further abroad, US First Lady Melania Trump won't be visiting South Africa on her first trip to Africa. She announced yesterday that she will be visiting Ghana, Malawi, Kenya, and Egypt. Her husband will not be accompanying her. The visit starts on Monday. President Trump recently referred to various African nations in the most derogatory of terms. He also spoke of Namibia as Nambia. However, Trump changed his tune before hosting Tuesday morning's meeting of the UN Security Council, telling journalists that Africa is one of the most beautiful places on earth. And then finally, New Zealand's Prime Minister, 38-year-old Jacinda Ardern, has been proclaimed as a history maker for taking the first child, her 3-month-old daughter Neve, into the United Nations General Assembly Hall. UN spokesperson Stephen Dujarric confirmed that it had been the first time in the organization's 73-year history that a woman leader had taken her newborn into the Assembly Hall. Dujarric said that they were delighted to have Neve there. With only 5% of world leaders being women, he said, we should do everything to make them feel as welcome as possible. Well, that was your 7 o'clock news update. Here's another look at what's happening in the world of sport with Kat.
Well, taking a look at the scoreboards this morning, there was no separating Baroka FC and Free State Stars in the ABSA Premiership last night as their clash at the Pitamukaba Stadium ended goalless. The single point earned from the draw takes Baroka up 2 places to 13th on the log with 6 points, while Stars now sit in 8th place with 8 points. Tonight, 2018's varsity men's football champions will be crowned as Wits face TUT at Wits Stadium, and that kickoff is at 6 o'clock. Meanwhile, Chelsea progressed to round 4 of the English Football League Cup last night after seeing out a 2-1 win over Liverpool at Anfield. All the goal action came in the second half as Chelsea fought back from a goal down, with Emerson and Eden Hazard getting onto the score sheet. In other results, Arsenal saw off Brentford 3-1, Spurs beat Watford 4-2 on penalties, while Nottingham Forest edged Stoke City by 3-2. And finally, the Titans finished day 1 of their 4-day franchise series match against the Dolphins on 9 runs for 1 yesterday, trailing by 260 runs. Earlier on in the day at SuperSport Park, a 5-wicket haul from Alfred Motoa helped the home side bowl the Dolphins out for 269 after 83 overs. The other teams opened their tournament accounts on Monday as the Warriors host the Lions while the Cobras take on the Knights. And that's a roundup of the major sporting news.
Right, let's quickly take another look as to what's happening out on the roads. It's your Thursday morning. Just to be aware, in the Western Cape Winelands on the N1, it has been closed due to protest action. That's in Dedurans between Voortrekker Street and Sir James Avenue. Please find an alternative route in that area. There's also diversions in place. Gauteng and Germiston on the N3 northbound. There has been an accident at the Geldenhuys interchange, and that is causing delays. Please approach there with caution. That's what I have for you in terms of your traffic for now. If you're still heading out on the roads, please drive with care.
More than a club, more than an appliance brand. Defy.
Right, so as we get into your weather and your temperatures, we've asked to see some of your pictures showing us what it looks like in your parts of the world. Thank you very much for taking the time and sending those pictures. Right now, here's a picture from Priyabashing Baji Narandes. I hope I said your name correctly. See, who sent this beautiful sunrise from Lady Smith in KwaZulu-Natal, where you can expect partly cloudy conditions and a little bit rainy day as well. Looks like it. Lady Smith reaching a hot maximum of 33. Sorry, no rain expected, but a hot maximum of 33. Thank you very, very much. You can see that sun is up there. It is blistering already. It's going to be a nice and hot day. Thank you very much for sending in your picture. Continue sending those pictures for us. Make sure you post them on our Expresso Morning Show SABC3 Facebook page, and we'll gladly share them with the nation right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. With regards to your temperatures, Polokwane 16 a minimum, reaching a high of 30 degrees. Mobela 18.31. Pretoria 17.32. Johannesburg 15, reaching a high of 30. Mahikeng 18.34. Klerksdorp, excuse me, 17, reaching a high of 33. Kimberley 11.32. Bloemfontein 8.31. Richards Bay 18.29. Pietermaritzburg 14, reaching a high of 28. Durban 19.24. Mthatha 10.29. East London 14.25. Cradock 9.30. Port Elizabeth 12.23. George 12.22. Sutherland, your minimum 6 and your maximum 20. Cape Town 13 and a maximum 18 with some rain expected. Worcester 12.22. Springbok 7.26 and Uppington 13 are reaching a high of 31 degrees. That's a wrap of your weather and your temperatures for the 7 o'clock bulletin. I'll be back with another weather and traffic update in half an hour's time.
Now we have a lovely surprise for all of our viewers. It's competition time again with Samsung. Now you stand a chance of winning a Galaxy Note 9 that's valued at more than 18,000 Rand.
Now all you have to do is simply go to the Expresso Morning Show Facebook page, comment on the Samsung Galaxy Note 9 post, naming one of the 4 game-changer features of the Galaxy Note 9, and you could be in line to win a Samsung Galaxy Note 9 today. So all you have to do is head to that Expresso page now.
And you better hurry up because you only have until 12 p.m. today to enter. Those T's and C's can be found on our website. That's expressoshow.com. So make sure you visit Expresso's Facebook page so that you can win today.
I just want to touch it.
Well, it's time for some music on this Thursday morning. Of course, our guest artist, Chadley Gow, is here. Yeah, catch him performing live on the 30th of September, a very special concert. And of course, the tickets are available at Quicket. Just to give you a bit of a taste tease of what you can expect at that show, here he is with the band performing a song called Bobby. start the morning. The vibe is real. It's lit. The song called Bobby, dedicated to the man on the keys.
Yeah, man.
All right, man. Thank you very much for the beautiful music. Hope that you enjoyed it at home. Let us know what you thought about that performance of Bobby. Thank you very much. Guys, Chad Nigawa and the band. Yeah. Woo! Getting into the vibe, man. Nah, you're not too bad on the, you know.
Good morning, Mr. Sung.
Hey.
How are you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good, you seem very busy. What are you up to?
Yes, I have coffee and breakfast.
Ah,
Do you want to join with me?
I would love to join.
Yes.
Is it on you?
Yes, it's on me.
I would also like to just place my order. I'm also taking the order. You can bet me. How are you? Good to have you. Good to have you here with us, man. Wow.
You're paying with your Samsung?
With Samsung Pay. Have you heard the Samsung Pay?
No, I haven't.
Samsung Pay is easy to swipe and tap on the machine and the pay.
And done.
This is Samsung Pay.
Simple as that.
Yeah. Your
Sorry,
breakfast
Mr.
is on
Expert.
Breakfast is on.
Thank you very much, Mr. Sung. But also, it's a very special day because not only are we giving away a brand new Samsung Note 9, but it's also Mr. Sung's birthday. Thank you very much. It's going to be an incredible morning. We can't wait to connect with you. We're going to be running through some of those incredible features of this brand new phone as well. Stick around for that.
There you go, sir. I don't know. Are you a fan of chocolate cake? I hope you are.
I am, yes.
Guys, we have to go into this ad break with Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Mr. Yoon. Happy birthday.
The Note 9 is a game changer with more power than you need until this happens.
Flight 291 has been delayed.
And you need a charge. And all the plugs are taken in. Oh, well, there you go. But why have a remote control for a phone? That's why. And who needs a terabyte of storage?
We got it? No. Oh.
Unless... Right. The new Galaxy Note 9. It's got more power than you need until you need it.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It's Expresso on SABC3, and a very exciting morning because we recently introduced you to the game-changing Samsung Galaxy Note 9, and today we also put its capabilities to the test with a young and inspiring game changer.
Absolutely. Tato Khatlanye is one of South Africa's leading entrepreneurs. Now, this incredibly busy young lady knows she needs the support of a device that can empower her to positively transform lives and allow her to continue her game-changing initiative.
That's right, and Mosa met up with Tato to find out just how the Galaxy Note 9 powers her through her busy schedule.
Tato Kgatane has been recognized on various platforms, one of them being the youngest woman to ever grace the cover of Forbes Women Africa at age 23. I'm so excited to meet this game changer and find out exactly how she slays. Hey.
Hello.
How are you?
Good on yourself.
Very well, thank you. Tato, you're such an inspiration. How does it feel being recognized on countless platforms? My favorite being the Forbes 30 under 30 list.
Yeah, so for me, recognition is, it goes beyond that. For me, it's about doing work that is meaningful, work that has a purpose. And I think if I'm being recognized and our company for doing that kind of work, for me, I think it's something that I welcome.
You took something as simple as billboard material and made functional school bags. What was the journey in actually choosing to make repurposed school bags?
The reason we decided to innovate around taking a material that would otherwise be thrown away, which is billboards, and then deciding to upcycle that into repurposed school bags. I think it was important for us to recognize that education is where the change actually starts when it comes to making a difference in our communities. You know, can these kids read at night? Can they complete their homework? And those are some of the things we decided to innovate around. And that's why, for example, our school bag has a solar panel that will charge during the day, and then at night it turns into a light to study.
You started Retaka at the age of 18 and made a huge impact in under-resourced communities. How has the response been?
I think the response has been great because our company also goes in there not to just leave bags behind, but gift an entire experience around what does renewable energy mean, and really breaking it down to the fundamentals of explaining how, you know, something such as the sun can serve a child.
Tato, you're such a game changer. I'm pretty sure there's a powerful force that, of course, enables you to reach all these amazing goals with Retaka.
I think for me, you know, being an entrepreneur, creativity is something that comes naturally. And so to have, for example, technology in my hand that powers my creativity, that allows me to basically express myself, but also have it be a tool that can be functional and serve the work that we do. So for me, it's the Note 9 has to be one of those things that I would say, you know, helps me be a game changer. And it's like having the most powerful tool with the most powerful creative mind. And of course, you're going to be a game changer if you have the right resources around you that allow you to do what you do.
So what functions on the Note 9 come together with you and make this game-changing pair?
So for example, we could role play a little bit. So I do a lot of meetings with corporates, their CSI departments, where I would go in and do a presentation around our bags. And I would have with me one sample. And usually what happens is, you know, a client will want to somehow customize their bag, and you would like to see how we can incorporate your brand and some brand messaging to wish the kids good luck on their, you know, education. So I would basically, you know, take a picture of the bag, of the sample that I would have with me, pop the S Pen out, and I would actually draw on the picture and illustrate and show where about we would be able to place branding. So it's really simple for me to communicate what is in my mind, and also how we can better serve the customer. And what's interesting is that before, you know, having a Note 9, I would essentially have to make a call to the factory, we'd have to manufacture a sample, and that would obviously be a cost, come at a cost. So now, by means of, you know, just a simple illustration, a client understands exactly what it is I'm saying without us having a cost implication.
Tato, where to from here, and how will the Note 9 get you there?
Our plans have to do with growing the work that we do and having more of an impact. So being able to communicate how the kids can actually make use of the bags, you know, the benefits and the different features. My favorite feature would definitely have to be the AI camera, and being able to go into these handover days, you know, and take pictures that are high quality that at a later stage would be able to share on social media, and basically build content that makes it real in how the actual day goes, which is the most beautiful part of the work that we do.
Thank you so much, Tato, for sharing your story with us. And now you understand why she's called a true game changer.
And now we're joined in studio by the game changer herself, Tato, of course, alongside the birthday boy, Sang. But Tato, welcome to you. Great to have you here.
Lovely to be here.
What an inspiring story to see that, and to see how you just go about your daily life. Obviously, a very, very busy day.
Yes.
The schedule, the to-do list must be so lengthy. So tell me about how the Galaxy Note 9 has helped you get to the goals that you want to achieve every single day, and in fact, empower you to be even more creative in the moment.
So I'm a very ambitious, audacious African businesswoman, and so that means that I set quite, game-changing goals, if I can call them that. So it requires me really to have the kind of life that is demanding, and so to have, a device that I can put demands on it and for it to actually, be able to handle it. So it's very important. So for me, having a device such as the Note 9 is quite critical to me being able to do what I do best. So for example, having things like the S Pen is quite helpful. So I can be, for example, at a handover day, giving a presentation, and by virtue of just popping out my Bluetooth S Pen, I'm able to change the presentation, for example.
Right then and there.
Right then and then, without having to go to the laptop and do old school and changing.
Clients must be like just jaws on the floor.
Yeah, so people are like, you're quite tech savvy, and I say, I am. And the reality of it is that, having a phone that you can use, and the performance as well. I mean, battery life, you see people now walking around with power banks and all sorts of things. And just to have
That's so
a
true.
phone that, the battery lasts and you don't have to even think about it, Yeah.
And some of those are quite heavy. I mean, the other day at the airport, I think I bought one like this size. It weighs like a kilogram. You don't need that in your bag.
Oh, and for me, it's also like, because I'm a young person, social media is a thing.
Very true.
Being able to have, a camera, the AI camera, which has, pretty amazing, the ability to actually, I don't know if you know, but you probably should know, but at a handover, for example, we could have like trees, and you could have the kids, there's the sun. So having something that actually, a camera that detects that that's a tree, lighten it up, that's that, lighten it up. So that's for me amazing, and having, that quality in a phone without having to get like a professional photographer in.
For me, the compliment that always gets me is like, let's say after taking a picture, especially like studio pictures, and then you post it up, and then you get people going, is that your camera?
Right, is that your phone?
And then you're like, yes.
Yeah, and it's
no
like,
filters
it's the
needed.
Note 9.
People absolutely love the camera qualities that come with the Samsung devices, and I'm sure with the Galaxy Note 9, it's even more so.
So we have you to thank you.
And then talk about the other, I mean, you were talking about the performance right now, the fact that, at the drop of an S Pen, if you will, you're able to make adjustments, the performance is there.
Yeah, so just like simple things. So for example, when it comes to a presentation, normally you need a clicker. Everyone always loses the clickers. I can never have clickers for some reason.
Or the clicker just never works.
Well, the clicker doesn't work. So, I mean, for me, a phone is something that you're always going to, pick up and go. And to have, the S Pen in the phone, you know that, your clicker is essentially with you all the time. And you have something actually that's quite interesting. It's called DeX, which turns the phone, right, get this, it turns the phone, if you connect it with DeX, if you connect your TV to DeX and the phone, it actually transforms your TV into an actual computer. So you have a trackpad, and you can, so for me it's like so powerful to be able to, give a powerful presentation while feeling empowered in a way that, I've got a device that backs me, and so I can, say whatever that I need to say, close the deal, and really get those goals that I have in my mind done.
Yeah, and I think another thing that entrepreneurs really struggle with is being able to transact very quickly and being able to do so on the spot when the demand is there, so that you can actually get business going.
Yeah, and I mean, just a simple thing, a business meeting. I mean, we're busy people. I change handbags, so sometimes it means I forget my wallet. And so to have, for example, the Samsung Pay loaded on my phone, it's easy to transact at a meeting. I can pay for a client's coffee without having to be, saying, oh, what can I do now? So it really allows it allows me to have convenience and just have a device that is powerful. So I think the Note 9 for me.
What's been the reaction of people when you are, let's say, paying for a client's coffee with Samsung Pay?
South Africans are just very kind of expressive. So it's like, what are you doing?
Do they go like, so, but have you paid yet?
Yeah, it's like,
have you
does
paid
it
yet?
work? What are you doing? And I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna either, you know, swipe or tap. And it's like, but does this work? You know, so it's like, it's very interesting. It's very interesting.
It could be like a new party trick, eh?
Yeah.
No, it works. It's absolutely brilliant, super convenient, and we're going to be chatting about it a little bit later on. Of course, we have seen firsthand the Galaxy Note 9 has proven itself to be just such a smart solution to Tato's life, delivering speed, power, and performance so that she can get the most out of everything that she does. So thank you very much for joining us, Tato. We really do appreciate it. And we'll be having more conversations around the Note 9 shortly with Sung, of course, CEO and President of Samsung Electronics Africa. And also a reminder to you, there's a competition wherein you stand a chance to win a brand new Galaxy Note 9 valued at more than 18,000 Rand. Now, all you have to do, very simply, visit our Expresso Morning Show Facebook page. Once you get there, comment on the Samsung Note 9 post, naming one of the 4 game-changer features of the Galaxy Note 9. We've named some of them here, so you've heard about them. And then, of course, you could win that brand new Samsung Galaxy Note 9 today. So go on to our Expresso Facebook page and enter now.
The Note 9 is a game changer with more power than you need. But why have a remote control for a phone? That's why. The new Galaxy Note 9. It's got more power than you need until you need it.
And I suggest you get entering right away. It is a brilliant, brilliant phone, brilliant piece of technology at that as well. And we are going to be exploring more of those incredible features a little bit later on in the show. Stick around.
That's right. And speaking of exploring, we'll also take a look at New York Fashion Week, all of the hair trends that came from there. So don't go anywhere. We'll see you after the break.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Alrighty, welcome back. We are live, large and in charge on your feel-good breakfast show, and all about the Samsung Note 9 today. Of course, a powerful piece of technology in your hands, and of course, it gives you what you demand when you demand it. And this device truly has a new level of power. Now, Sung is here to tell us all about the excitement that's been all around the launch of the Note 9 globally as well. And we've heard that it's been a great success. There's been lots of talk about it on social media. It's trending. Give us a bit more details. What's been happening with the Samsung family, and of course the Galaxy Note 9 that is the newest member of the family.
Yeah, thank you for having me, Kakleo.
Yeah.
This is my second time on Expresso, and in March this year, I had the first Expresso with the Galaxy S9.
Yes.
And the Expresso show gave us a great fortune. I know we have you have the good followers from the customers, and in March, after our show, our sales went up a lot.
That's it.
Right?
Well, you know what? It's our pleasure. It's our pleasure. We like it. I actually want you to take this and put it on properly not on standby mode, so that everyone can actually see it. Because we are talking about the exceptional sales it's experienced and how it's been received since launch. So what have you been doing in order to bring it to the people so that they get to know about it? I know that I heard that you went on a game-changing excursion somewhere. There was a trip that you took.
Yes. The reason why we call Galaxy Note 9 as a game changer, there are so many new features which never existed in the phone industry at all.
Yeah.
So we decided to call this is a game changer, since it has a lot of interesting and new features as Tahoe shared with us. So first thing what we did is, hey, what if our marketing team came to me, hey, what if we launch the Galaxy Note 9 at the rooftop of Africa, which is Kilimanjaro, summit of Kilimanjaro.
Wow. I mean, if that isn't game-changing, if that isn't ambitious, I don't know what is. And there you are. Okay, so tell me about this mission and how it played itself out. Because, I mean, climbing Kilimanjaro on its own is a massive mission. That requires some game-changing training on your behalf as well. Did you train?
A very short time, less than 1.5 months.
Wow.
So as you can imagine, actually I had worried about my age and physical fitness, but all of my staff was so excited for my commitment for the Trek for Mandela.
Yeah.
As I told you, this year is Madiva's centenary celebration. So in honoring his contribution, and a few very small group of CEOs joined the Trek for Mandela. That's a Mandela Foundation thing. So I signed up before we talked about the Galaxy Note 9 launch plan. So all of my staff was so excited that their CEO committed to the Trek for Mandela, which is ended up climbing the Kilimanjaro.
Yeah, but like you were saying earlier on, you're only, what, 39 years old? You're okay. But I mean, that's a pretty ambitious thing to do. So you're at the top of, the rooftop of Africa. It's cold.
It's very cold, so as you can see. Yes, it's 5,895 meter altitude. And it's freezing cold, minus 17 degrees Celsius. And the wind speed was, I remember, 69 kilometers per hour. So we can barely stand on the summit at the Uru Peak.
So then tell me, how do you even take a photo? Because firstly, the wind chill factor is crazy. So you're like here, and then there's a gust of wind blowing. So focus is not exactly the easiest thing. I mean, obviously that's attributed to the awesome features of the
As you can see, I made the summit, Uru Peak, which is 5895. Now it's the time I have to prove I made it to my staff. So I have to take a photo. As you can see, I'm trying to smile, but my the hand is freezing cold. So I took out the new, as Tahoe shared, took out the Galaxy Note new S Pen.
Yes.
This is Bluetooth remote control. So I put on the tripod my phone, and I can control from here. Right?
Yeah.
We can take a photo.
Oh,
from
okay,
the distance. So that's the way I took a photo.
That makes perfect sense. Okay, that is a great feature to have, especially when you have friends around and people like, hey, no, get in here, get in here. Exactly. And to also tell me about the other performance features of the Note 9 that have truly proven to be a game changer, especially in terms of how people have received them out there, that have resulted in these massive sales.
Right, as Tahoe shared with us already. So I have a lot of important business meetings, right? So sometimes I have to present what's our strategy, what's our plan type of thing.
Yeah.
So I don't bring my laptop anymore. So this is it. So bring my Note 9 and the tripod, or even I don't need tripod, right? Just hook up to the normal. This is a normal HDMI adapter.
Yes.
So we don't need any other station type of thing, docking station at all. Just connect to the Note 9 with this HDMI connector. So connect to the TV or monitor, then I can use this S Pen.
As your presentation clicker?
Yes, just one click going forward and double click going backward.
That's incredible. I mean, you talk about, because in that kind of space, you need performance, you need speed. Your presentation needs to be smooth. So then memory is also a factor that you need enough cache memory, enough RAM memory to operate quite quickly. And the Samsung Galaxy Note 9 has all of that.
Yes, we launched it with 120 gigabyte storage. And that's the biggest one. And we have one more option. 512 gigabyte option can be 1 terabyte ready.
1 terabyte ready. I told you it's a computer. I told you.
So now people are going to be running like, oh, that's absolutely phenomenal. And of course, features like the iris scan are also part of the security features, the biometric scan that you use in order to unlock your phone that keep it safe, especially when you have those important presentation files that you need to keep confidential there.
So as I bought my birthday celebration coffee and the breakfast.
Yes.
So do you remember in March this year, I hinted a little bit about Samsung Pay launch in this country.
You did. It's
so we launched it in August together with Note 9. As Tao said, the feedback from the customers, right, at the store. I can share one episode which I had in Samsung USA 2014.
Okay.
So USA, we launched the Samsung Pay 2014. And the interesting experience, at that time, Samsung Pay is a mobile payment. It was not very popular in the industry. So the one winter morning, early in the morning, 7, I had a meeting with my global CEO.
Yes.
And one of our biggest partner chairman. Just the 3 of us. For some reason, top people, they want to have a very small group meeting, not 20 people.
Very early in the morning.
Right. So as you can imagine, I have to prepare the agenda and the coffee and the breakfast type of thing.
Yeah.
But I figured out there, in the conference room, there is no coffee, no muffins for the breakfast. So what I can do is across the street hotel, there is a store. So I ran out without my jacket and only my phone. So I bought coffee and a couple of muffins for the top executives, but I didn't bring my wallet. So I asked her to the cashier, can I pay with the Samsung Pay? She said, no, it's not working here. Sorry, it's not working, but can I politely ask again, can I try? And what I did is swipe, and authentication, as you said, is we have a couple of authentication. Biometric is using my iris or fingerprint. Nobody can copy or pin.
Exactly.
So it's very secured. So, and tap, and the receipt came out. So suddenly the people queued behind me, more than 10 people jump on, hey, what is that? My iPhone is not working on that machine. How you can pay with your phone? So I said, Samsung Pay.
He said it. He said it. And I think that's the wonderful thing. It works anyway.
Yes, it works anyway. Because machines we are paying, credit card is 40% is NFC.
Yes.
And 60% is MST, right? So some mobile payment, other brands have only NFC, which covers 30% or 40%. But Samsung Pay can cover all machines, NFC, MST, so 100% of the machines. That's why we call Pay Anywhere. But the most important thing is security.
Yes,
right?
exactly. Yeah.
But that's why we have nobody can copy. Although you lose your phone, they cannot use your Samsung Pay.
Yeah, because nobody can copy your fingerprint. It's unique to you. Your eyes are your own.
Yeah. Right.
Okay, that's really brilliant. I mean, I'm stunned right now, and I almost want to ask, so what can we look forward to in the future? What else are you guys cooking up in the Samsung kitchen, so to speak?
Okay, good question. So we have more game-changing devices coming soon. So one of them is I brought here today is Samsung Galaxy Watch.
Okay.
These are actually I'm wearing Samsung Galaxy Watch. Which we will launch in October.
Yeah.
So the biggest game-changing feature is this is a beautiful watch.
Very, very slick.
Right? And waterproof. And one more important game-changing thing is it has embedded SIM. That means embedded SIM here. This sleek and the thin design have embedded SIM.
Oh man.
Means if you go gym without phone,
yes,
right, wearing just your watch, Galaxy Watch, and exercise and checking all your heartbeat rate and conditions, and if you want to call, you can call without pairing your phone. That's the beauty of a game changer of Samsung Galaxy Watch.
I know we are doing the things here. We are definitely doing the things. That's absolutely amazing. So we have that to look forward to in October, while right now the Galaxy Note 9 is just simply blowing everyone's minds and really, I think, just exceeding expectations in so many ways. And I'm sure there's a lot of young creatives out there, entrepreneurs, those that just have a tenacity for life that can't wait to get their hands on it and to really utilize it to its full potential and extent. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank
Much
you.
appreciated. And
Can I have one more thing?
Of course you may.
As a Tahoe shared young generation, they don't need any training. I'm so surprised about her understanding of the key features. And all these, the tripod, which I use at Kilimanjaro, and the wireless charger, and this PC-like HDMI cable, is we provide free launch gift. But that's a limited time.
Okay.
This is over $24.99 rand value. We provide a free launch gift through the end of this month.
Okay.
So means 30th of September.
It's end of payday, so
which is like today, tomorrow, the next day. That's you got until then to receive all those wonderful gifts as part of the launch package as well. That is absolutely fantastic. Thank you very much for bringing us the great news, and we hope that you are inspired out there. A reminder that you at home, if you would like to, yes, for our viewers out there, you have a chance to have the game-changing or have a game-changing experience. And of course, we have a special giveaway of the Galaxy Note 9 that's valued at more than 18,000 Rand. Now, all you have to do to enter is simply go onto our Expresso Morning Show Facebook page, then comment on the Samsung Note 9 post, naming one of the 4 game-changing features of the Galaxy Note 9, and you could then win a Samsung Note 9 today. So go onto our Expresso page, and better yet, go out there, get yourself a Samsung Galaxy Note 9, a game changer. Add that to your own life. Thank you very much, Tato. Thanks, Sam.
Thank you. Thank you.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. Remember, it's a 39.
The Note 9 is a game changer with more power than you need. But why have a remote control for a phone? That's why. The new Galaxy Note 9. It's got more power than you need until you need it.
Okay, it's official. I'm taking the rest of the day off, and I'm just going to play around with this phone.
Yeah.
That's it. It's
I
done.
think you should.
Done. Don't ask me for anything. No meetings. I'm cancelling everything.
Well, on that note, let me quickly tell you that it is International Morning Show Host Day, and while Bobby is coming in and giving us a little bit of a stretch, it's time for us to now put the spotlight on our very own Leanne Williams. Time for us to find out what some of her best highlights that have been since being an Expresso presenter.
Yay! Bobby.
Hi everyone, I'm Leanne Williams and I've been a presenter on Expresso on SABC3 for almost 6 years now. I remember my very first introductory link was still in the kitchen way back then, and I was so blown away by the energy, how awake people were in the morning, by the amount of content and just liveliness on the show. It was mind-blowing. So the fact that I even got through one episode and that I'm still here 6 years later, I'm blown away. I think the things that have changed the most is my ability to present as a live presenter. Nothing will ever prepare you for the world of presenting like being on a live TV show, because 50 million things can happen at any given time and you need to almost preempt it. You need to be ready for it. You need to be able to ad-lib. You need to be able to be thrown into a situation at the last minute without any kind of preparation and not look like anything's wrong. That's the beauty of it. I'm very honored. I'm very blessed to get to do what I do. And so I look at it with a sense of responsibility, and I want to do well. If you're going to watch me, I want you to be entertained, informed, educated. I want you to feel when you walk away from it at the end of that morning that somehow we've helped to uplift your day. People always ask us, do you get used to early mornings? I'm like, no, you don't. You just adapt. That's what you do. I think what makes it all so worthwhile is getting to work with the people that we work with. That makes the 3:30 a.m. call times easy peasy. It's really, really early. It's long hours. But when you love the people that you work with, that's almost the blessing in disguise. And then, of course, meeting the different and amazing guests that we get to meet. No 2 days on Expresso are ever the same. To all the morning show hosts everywhere, not only nationally but internationally, this is a huge shout out. We see what you do. We appreciate what you do. You're amazing. And of course, to our Expresso show viewers, we couldn't do this without you.
Give it up for Leanne Williams, everyone. Hey.
I just have one question. How is that girl still single? Oh, we need to change that.
That is a problem, Leanne.
It is.
We should sort that out. Anyways, listen, it's International Morning Show Host Day. We are celebrating being morning hosts all over the world today. Thank you for being part of our Expresso family. We love you guys, man. Awesome stuff.
We certainly do. Well, we're going to take a quick break. When we get back, we're going to take a look at the New York Fashion Week hair trends. You do not want to miss out on that.
That's it. And we have another epic performance by Chadley Gower coming up after the break, whilst the rest of the people in the studio are taking selfies, it looks like it. Okay, selfies everywhere.
Nice.
What's going on?
Here, bro. Come and join the selfie at some point.
Smile, smile.
Look how we're doing it. We're doing it with the S Pen.
Ooh.
Yeah. Get in there, Tato. Yeah, got it. Very cool. Very cool.
Find the space you need in a home you love. Private property, a home for everyone.
Enter the Win a Home competition on privateproperty.co.za and stand a chance to win a brand new, fully decorated apartment at Parterflay Lifestyle Estate, developed by Baldwin Properties, worth over 3 million rand.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It's Expresso right here on SABC3. Now, over the last 2 weeks, Theresa May has given us a taste of what front row and backstage life is like at New York Fashion Week. Now it's time to recreate the hottest ready-to-wear hair trends straight from the runway in the comfort of your home. Theresa May and all things hair resident vlogger Hannah Kriya is in studio today with us. And of course, we get that inside scoop on how to style the perfect runway spring and summer looks. Hannah, so good to have you on the show. Gosh, I must tell you, we have been living our best lives with Theresa May and getting that insider look as to what New York Fashion Week was like. I'm sure you followed it quite closely as well.
Yeah, 100%. Been loving the styles, the makeup, the hair, everything that Fashion Week has been showing us.
So do you have certain looks that you maybe took away from the event and those that kind of stood out to you the most?
So difficult to pick one or pick two. Two of them that I really love that we're going to be showing you today is from the Naeem Khan show, which is a beautiful, slick, sexy bun.
Nice.
And then also the Jonathan Simkai show, which is a beautiful boho 60s vibe. And I've been seeing a lot of the like 60s, 70s kind of influence coming in through Fashion Week.
That is very cool. Now, as a regular, everyday woman that I am, that would like to create these things at home, and I know our viewers as well, we look at it and we're like, how easy is it actually to recreate these runway looks?
It's actually very easy, and especially from this year's Fashion Week that I've noticed, it's kind of the blend of I woke up like this, very easy hair, to that like effortlessly chic, lots of accessories. And the great thing with Tresemme is that there's a product for every need, whether you have frizzy hair, thin hair, dry hair, whatever, there's a product that's going to suit you.
Now, talking about those standout products, because I see it, but now I want to kind of like put the two together. What would you suggest?
Well, what I've been using and absolutely loving the past couple of months is the Keratin Smooth Shampoo and Conditioner. I do have frizzy hair, so that really just helps smooth the flyaways and all of like that. And then also their styling products, the micro hairspray is amazing. It doesn't give you that like crispy kind of hairspray vibe. So that's also another product that I've absolutely been loving.
Well, I see you've brought two models along with you. Are you going to create some of the looks that you were talking about?
Yes, we are going to. We're going to start first on our beautiful model over here. We're going to be doing the Jonathan Simkai look, which is more of the 60s boho vibe. So we're gonna, what I have done, we've prepped both the models with the Keratin Smooth Shampoo and Conditioner just to help with the frizziness foundation. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start off with a little bit of dry shampoo just to give it some volume in her hair. You can just spray generous amounts in.
Nice.
And I did just take the straightener through the hair, but I didn't straighten it completely because I still want to keep that kind of like boho messy, woke up like this vibe. So just blend that in. And then what you can do is you take a section from the front and we're just going to braid this.
Okay. Oh, that's beautiful. I love the image that's currently on the screen right now.
Very boho, very festival, great for summer.
Yeah.
I actually did a look like this for a festival a couple of weeks ago and it kind of reminded me, I don't know if you remember the dirty Christina Aguilera music video.
Oh, yes, who can forget that? That was so iconic. Well, if you've just joined us on your Feel Good Breakfast Show right now, we're joined by All Things Hair resident vlogger, Hannah Kriya. And of course, she is taking us through some of those top looks from New York Fashion Week, as we saw as it was presented to us by Tresemme and All Things Hair. And some of the top trends, this one right now is one of the biggest ones that stood out for Hannah. I love how easily you just go through those plats. I would have probably had to start over again.
Practice.
But practice makes perfect. All the moms like, nah, Leanne, we got this. We got this.
So I'm just going to do the one in the hair just to save up on time. But I mean, you can be creative with this. You can add two in the front. You can add a couple throughout the hair. You can add a bead at the bottom once you've secured it with an elastic and just really have fun with it, which is amazing. So really simple, easy to do at home.
There we go.
I'm just going to secure it there. Grab an elastic out here.
Nice. You do this so easily, but this is of course life for you.
100%. Life of a hair and makeup artist.
Nice. So there, our plait is done and dusted.
Securing that. And then lastly, just to spritz it with a little bit of hairspray, just so that it stays in place. I don't want to put too much through it because I still want some movement in the hair.
Yeah.
And yeah, as I said, you can just literally throw these in everywhere and it's perfect.
That changes everything. It just adds a little bit of personality to the hair. It gives it some texture as well.
Exactly.
That is stunning.
Perfect. And then I'm going to move over to our next beautiful model.
Yes.
And this is going to be the look from the Naeem Khan show, which is a beautiful sleek bun.
Oh, okay.
So what I want to do is, she does already have quite a deep side parting.
Yeah.
Which I've also been seeing a lot lately in the trends. There's not so much a middle parting as much anymore.
Yeah.
So you just want to take that hair, smooth it out as best as possible. You can use gel or hairspray. And bring this into a low pony at the nape of the neck.
I love that everything is so easy to do. It's all. Do you want to take us through those products one more time? I think I missed that.
So what we prep them with is the Keratin Smooth Shampoo and Conditioner.
Yeah.
Just to help for a frizziness foundation. Just that we have that beautiful, sleek frizziness hair. And then the product in the middle. Before, one of the most important things, if I can give to you, for you guys to take away at all, is heat protectant, which Tresemme does have a 24-hour heat protector.
Wonderful.
Before blow drying, before straightening, curling, anything of that, if you want to maintain your beautiful, healthy hair, that is the most important thing. So what I'm doing now is I'm just applying some hairspray just to get rid of the flyaways. You can use your fingers, you can use a fine tooth comb just to smooth it out.
Get all of those flyaways. Oh, they're so annoying. But I love that you said you use the Keratin Smooth Shampoo and Conditioner and oil plus the Tresemme Extra Hold Hairspray, which is just managing to do that effortless look that looks absolutely amazing.
Perfect. And now what you want to do with the back pieces is you can also be creative here.
Yeah.
You just want to take 2 sections, twist them, and you're going to twist them around the ponytail. Just loosely.
Yes.
Just to create a nice sleek bun. Do the one side first and then you can follow with the other side.
Wonderful. Well, I'm absolutely loving that. Never ever say, ladies and gentlemen, that we don't bring these amazing Fashion Week styles straight to your home. And as we can all see, it's very easy to do, as demonstrated to us by Hannah Kriya, and that looks absolutely amazing. I think for time, let's just leave that baby like that. Yes, that looks gorgeous as well. That's like a ponytail right there. Absolutely amazing. Thank you so much, Hannah. Thank you for bringing New York Fashion Week to us. Tresemme, of course, aims to encourage and inspire their consumers to reinvent their favorite runway looks and get that desired salon style finish. All you have to do is visit Tresemme's website and their social media platforms for the latest in hair trends inspired by New York Fashion Week.
Guys, listen.
Y'all just fist pumped and you
So, okay, here we go. Bring it in together by your powers combined.
Thank you.
Today's a very special day.
Yeah,
it's
man.
International Morning Show Host Day, which is dedicated to everyone around the world, from Expresso to the Today Show to Good Morning America and Good Morning Australia.
To Expresso.
To Expresso, back again. Everyone who hosts a morning show. And it really feels so special and so cool.
I mean, I just openly, admitted that I love them. I really do. You guys are my family, and that is why you also got it. But really, I mean, it's special. This is an incredibly special team, and it's so nice to be taking those trips down memory lane.
Yeah, so go out there, wish your favorite morning show host like a happy International World Morning Show Host Day, whatever you want to say. Just give them some love, man, because I think a lot of these people out there work really hard to wake up super early in the morning, to give energy, to be informative, to be educationable.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a new word I've introduced into the Oxford Dictionary, educationable. And one of the people I've admired working with over the years is one Mr. Graham Richards. Man, what a dynamic and incredible host. So knowledgeable.
Yeah.
With a vocabulary that could stretch a million plethoras around the globe. He's like the Peter Drury of TV, morning TV.
Absolutely. Listen, let's take a look at his trip down memory lane.
Hi, my name is Graham Richards. I'm one of the presenters on the Expresso morning show on a South African channel, SABC3, and the Africa channel, and I've been lucky enough to be a part of this family for about 5 years. So on my very first day on Expresso, and this is a pretty good indication of what Expresso is all about, before I'd even done a sports bulletin, I was asked to lie down on a plinth that was set up in studio. Then a skin specialist put one of these big kind of lit microscopes on my face and started talking me through my real-time age, judging by the wrinkles, the crow's feet. Was like, welcome back to TV. And then I realized, okay, this is the kind of show where you gotta be real, you gotta be who you are, no airs and graces, just suck it up and do the job, and I love it. What I found on this breakfast show, this morning show platform on Expresso, was absolute authenticity, where basically I've been able to professionally be myself since arriving on the show. Being able to connect with people before they've started their day, I think, is what every morning show host really relishes about their job. It's a responsibility, Part of our job, yes, is being slick and being able to deliver a professional product at the end of the day. But most importantly, we have to make a connection and a real connection with the viewer. And the only way that you can do that is by being authentic. Being a morning show host and one on Expresso has taken me to a point personally where I no longer judge, because we're meeting so many people, and I no longer judge myself, which I think is a tough one to overcome. But because every day my paradigm shifts so dramatically, because I'm introduced to someone who is an expert in their field, someone who's achieved things that I can never dream of, you know, people living with different abilities that we used to call disabled, that are achieving physical feats that I could not possibly conceive of. I've gotten to a point now where I have an incredibly open mind, and it's such a beautiful way to exist. To all of my brothers and sisters that are out there getting up for the grind, and I mean the coffee grind and the work grind before anyone else, we relate, we get you, we know what you go through. We also appreciate this incredible blessing, this platform that we have. So I love you guys, I appreciate the work that you do. Go out there and inspire the world. And to my very loyal, and I say that with the utmost feeling because I know how loyal our Expresso viewers are, all I can say is thank you. Thank you guys so much for supporting us and our show in the way that you do. I love you.
A special day.
Richard, my boy, sending you love, boy, sending you love.
Certainly sending you love, and I've been loving this, especially for a Throwback Thursday, just to reflect on our times as a presenter, since today is International Morning Show Hosts Day. So we continue to celebrate all of the presenters.
Baffled why this is the first time I'm hearing about this.
Right?
8 years on.
Maybe it's the first time that it's being commemorated.
I was going to go find out.
Yeah. All right. Listen, we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, more live music from Chadley Gower and his band of brothers in music. It's amazing, man.
Brilliant.
What a vibe they create.
Brilliant, man. Yeah. And then, do you struggle to get your toddler to sleep?
Yes.
Ting, ting, ting. Yes, yes, yes. Well, we have some advice and tips for you to help you be a happier parent after the break.
Thank you.
This is your chance to win the home you've always dreamed of. Enter the Winner Home competition by voting for your favorite design duo on privateproperty.co.za and stand a chance of winning a fully decorated apartment at Paardenvlei Lifestyle Estate, developed by Baldwin Properties, worth over 3 million rand. Plus, you'll automatically be entered into the weekly draw, where this week you could walk away with the incredible Samsung Galaxy Note 9 smartphone. And if that's not enough, Capitec clients stand a chance to win a further 5,000 rand in cash. Competition details plus T's and C's can be found on the Private Property website. Winner Home, every Thursday evening at 7:30 on SABC3. The stage is yours.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Happy birthday, a very happy birthday to you.
Back to your feel-good breakfast show. Because it's that time of the morning where we wish you happy birthday. Whilst you may be celebrating it with many millions of people around the world, it is your special day, and also the special day of some celebrities, well-known people.
That's right. So we're going to start off with Gwyneth Paltrow, American actress, celebrating her birthday today. She's known for her roles in Emma and A Perfect Murder. She's won an Academy Award for her performance in Shakespeare in Love. She also plays Pepper Potts in the wildly popular Marvel Comics films. I also loved her in the movie View from the Top, where she was an air hostess.
Wasn't she also in Shakespeare in Love?
Yes, yes,
indeed,
yes.
Indeed. And over to another extraordinary young lady, at least, of course, in her time of music, where she said to a skater boy, "See you later, boy," and then they got married. Avril Lavigne, there she is, celebrating her birthday today. A successful musician, nominated for 8 Grammy Awards, and of course, her hit single, "Why You Got an Innocent Man So Complicated." I couldn't remember the rest of the words.
Listen, she had awesome music back in the day.
How
But
do the words
also,
go? How do the words go? Why did you never do it? It's complicated. It's complicated.
It's complicated. It's certainly complicated. Now, we'd also like to wish some of you a happy birthday. And we had Paul Zwane send us a message through saying, can we please wish her husband a happy 29th birthday? And she said in her message, may you stay strong in every way, especially in spirit and in wealth. Love, Pearl.
I love that we refer to him as Pearl Zwane's husband.
Give us
Happy birthday, Pearl Zwane's husband. And then also, Shannon Anders would like to wish Tyron Julies a very happy 21st birthday.
Ooh, a big birthday. And then Bonita van Wyk would also like to wish her daughter Lauren Joy Williams a happy birthday for today.
And then Ben Ali clan would like to wish their daughter Mashhuda a very happy 21st birthday to her today as well, from the Ben Ali clan.
A lot of 21st today. And then also, last but not least, our resident photographer, Gunther. He would love to wish his mom, and this is Ma Valmarie, a happy birthday, saying thanks for being the most amazing and times and always giving her best. Loads of love, Gunther.
Look at her beautiful eyes, my
Gorgeous
words.
mama.
Absolutely beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing your birthdays with us. And of course, if you'd like to celebrate the birthday of somebody special in your life, thank you very much, Sis Princess. Or maybe it's your birthday. Then how about this? Send us a picture to birthdays@cardova.tv. Let us know who it is. Don't forget to include the details, something like, your contact details, in case we might call you. And also tell us the name of the person whose birthday you celebrate.
Yeah, otherwise we're going to call you Pearl's husband.
Happy birthday to you.
Oh, wow. Well, we have been having the most incredible morning. And of course, we've got a surprise for our viewers. It is competition time again with Samsung. Now, this morning, you stand a chance of winning a Galaxy Note 9 valued at more than 18,000 rand.
Yes,
That is amazing.
Can you feel it? Can you feel it? It's right here. It's right
deal.
there. The excitement is real, guys. But the thing is, all you have to do to enter is simply go onto the Expresso Morning Show Facebook page and comment on the Samsung Note 9 post naming one of the 4 game-changer features of the Galaxy Note 9, and you could be in line to win a Samsung Note 9 today. So head on to the Expresso page right now.
Of course, you have up until 12 p.m. to enter, and our T's and C's can be found on expressoshow.com. All you have to do is visit our Facebook page, and you could be a lucky winner today.
As simple as that. Well, let's infuse some more music into your Thursday morning. Chadley, are you okay? Were you ready for that? You weren't really ready for that. But you're ready for the performance which is about to take place, especially dedicated a song to your lovely wife with whom you celebrated your 3rd wedding anniversary yesterday. The song is called My Angel. Take it away. truly special performance by Chad Liga with their song called My Angel, dedicated to your wife.
My beautiful wife.
Your beautiful wife, yes, on the anniversary of their third wedding day. Third wedding anniversary. I'm just also thinking, it's also for all the guys out there, a secret weapon for you to get out of the friend zone if you want to as well. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back after this. What a song, boy. What a song. Wow.
Catch Winner Home this Thursday as the design duos go head-to-head in their first design challenge. Watch the drama unfold as Team R&K, Team Contrast Control and the Perma Peeps go all out in a bid to impress the judges.
Those girls, the sass.
Unbelievable. I can't believe it.
I can't believe it.
Unacceptable. Now we have to fight for it.
Plus, stand in line to win amazing weekly prizes and your chance of winning the grand prize, your very own dream home. That's Winner Home Thursdays at 7:30 p.m. on SABC3. The stage is yours. Winner Home, proudly brought to you by Capitec and Private Property. Grand prize luxury penthouse apartment by Bowen Properties.
Don't fear the flu. Boost your immune system with Effaflu-C Immune Booster by Pharmadynamics. Effective, affordable healthcare.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
It's baby talk time on your feel-good breakfast show. Guess what we talking about
That's what a sleep-deprived man does.
Sleep deprivation. Not an ideal holiday destination on some island somewhere.
No.
But a very, very common complaint that parents have, especially the parents with newborns. Now, wondering when you can reasonably expect your baby to sleep through the night, or what the most common sleep problems to expect are? Well, on today's Baby Talk, occupational therapist Meg Fora joins us and helps us figure out how to make sure that your baby is comfortable enough to sleep through the night. Yes, Meg, you've come at the ideal time. He woke up 4 times last night.
You know what? I'm just glad I made it through, because I'm an example that there is life after raising a baby. It's great. But listen, if you've got any questions around sleep deprivation or how to make your baby sleep, if you've got any concerns, call us 021 430 9881. Meg, thank you very much. I'm glad we're tackling this topic, especially for Kat's sake here, because he's been impossible to deal with lately. So many parents complain about being sleep deprived. Where are we going wrong? Are we going wrong, or is this just something that I think we need to be taking on board as parents, that we're going to be sleep deprived?
Yeah, I think there are 2 main things where we go wrong. The one is our expectations. So somehow there's a little rumor out there that babies can sleep through at 6 weeks. And that's torturous for parents, because that isn't the reality. No. It isn't true. And so we have expectations of our babies to be sleeping through maybe earlier than they should be. Mm-hmm. So that's the first issue. But the second issue is that we often create habits with our babies. And so what ends up happening is that the way that we put them down at night is not what we expect in the middle of the night. So for instance, we're happy to rock them, feed them, or lie with them to sleep at 6 in the evening. but we don't want them to expect the same at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Okay.
And so creating habits and expectations for our babies actually is really where we're going wrong.
Okay, so when can parents actually reasonably expect for babies to start sleeping through the night so that we don't, create these unrealistic expectations?
Yeah, for sure. So at about 4 months, babies start to have a longer stretch at night.
Yeah.
Some of them as long as 6 to even 10 hours at night before they need a feed. But that still usually means a night feed at about 2 o'clock in the morning. So most 4-month-olds are still waking up. But at 6 months olds, once little ones are on full solids, if they're healthy, if you've taught them good sleep hygiene, like good bedtimes and bath time routine, you can expect your baby to sleep through the night.
6 months.
There's also something called sleep regression. Once your baby gets into a routine, he sleeps, and then there's an emotional, psychological development change, and then it goes back. But why is my baby not sleeping anymore? It's coming, bro. It's coming.
Don't.
What are some of the most common, I think, sleep problems or complaints that parents have with regards to newborns?
Okay, so newborns, they'll often complain about day-night reversal. So that's when the little one is waking up more often at night than in the day. So they have these long stretches of 6 hours in the day, and then they wake up too early at night.
Yeah.
So that's a very common one. And that comes about because when you're pregnant, as you roll over at night and that sort of thing, your baby gets lulled into sleep and then gets woken up. So they actually develop kind of better sleep in the day when you're moving and you're lulling them rather than at night. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So that's why newborns often wake up more at night. And it actually requires a little bit of work from parents to feed them more regularly during the day and actually wake them up from those long sleeps in the day, and then let them sleep at night, keeping it very, very calm, particularly during nappy change at night.
I just remember back in the day when my boys were youngsters, there was this almost like an idea, it's like you do not wake a sleeping baby. If it's in the day or in the night, don't wake it. I was like, but he's not going to sleep at night, man.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
That's good, I like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so babies are fickle things. No two babies like the same thing.
And they don't have a manual.
Some of them like to be carried this way, some of them that way, and this way, some of them this way. So how do you make sure that your baby is comfortable enough to get a good night's rest?
Yeah, so nighttime comfort is very important. If your baby's not comfortable, they're going to wake up at night. So the two main things there, the one is make sure that they're well fed during the day and meet their nutritional needs. But also, nappies are very important. So what ends up happening is that babies wake up at night because they're uncomfortable, because it's wet around their bottoms. So you want to get them the most premium nappy that you can get. I personally do like Pampers, but really you want to spend as much money as you can, essentially, on a really good nappy, because that will help wick the moisture away from their skin. They won't develop nappy rashes then, and they definitely will sleep better at night as well.
Even if you keep those specific nappies only for nighttime.
Absolutely. Very important at night that your baby's extremely comfortable.
Tip there, yeah?
Yeah, I was just thinking now, when it comes to changing nappies and stuff, like this morning, before I came to work, I changed him. Old nappy out, okay, and then I put a new one in. And then he just had like a little... So it wasn't like full on. Do you have to change it at that point? I did, but I mean, is it necessary? Because I'm thinking, like, when you break it down to like $20 a nappy.
How would you feel if you go, you wouldn't be comfortable.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like, it's a premium nappy, so it's supposed to be soaking up like a lot. So if he goes...
So if it's a tiny little bit of urine, these nappies are so amazing, they will wick the moisture away. But
I don't think
if it isn't a poo, which can...
Okay, no. That's why I went... Not it's a different... Yeah, okay, so if it's a little bit...
But if it's a little bit of a poo, you are going to have to change, because that can actually burn the little bumps. So you want to make sure that you do change those, but for wet nappies, you can leave it for a little bit.
We don't play with the poo. We don't play with the poo.
Listen, call us, 021-430-9881. That's 021-430-9881. We'd love to connect with you if you have any questions with regards to getting your toddler to sleep. Maybe you need some advice. Meg is here. We're going to have another segment with her a little bit later on.
Pampers, wishing you love, sleep and play.
Well, we're about to spend some time in the kitchen and show you a life-changing mocktail recipe.
Hello.
Enjoy full fruit flavor in salon or green tea varieties of Manhattan iced tea, made with love by Clover.
Wow, Zoe, life-changing, you say?
Because I can't cook, so this is awesome. Listen, there are a few things more refreshing than delicious iced tea. And when it comes to rooibos, it is a national treasure to South Africans. So today, we're going to show you how to make a Clover Manhattan rooibos iced tea with lemon and ginger. And like I said, it's life-changing.
It is.
And for the adults, if you want to add a little something, as things are heating up for summer.
Knarty,
so
can you?
At your own discretion. But today we're doing a mocktail.
Okay, cool. So the ingredients that that we have is some lemon juice. We've got honey over here. We've got ginger. Then, of course, the pièce de résistance. We've got our Clover Manhattan iced tea. This is the lemon rooibos flavor. And then we've got 2 glasses that have these cute little raspberries, but they have been put overnight in an ice tray. So that's why they look delicious. They've got the ice there as well.
So we have raspberry ice cubes.
Yes. Okay, so we're going to, let's first put in all of our other ingredients.
Okay, so you're starting off with the
lemon juice.
Lemon juice.
Right
and
there.
you've got some lemons cut up in your jar.
Yes. And then we've got ginger, and ginger's got all of those health benefits that we all love.
And ginger's got a strong, I wouldn't say fragrance, but a strong taste to it. So we'll definitely let its flavor out.
There we go. We've got our honey over here. Let's make sure we get that all in there.
There we go.
Very nice. Just a little extra sweetness.
Yeah. And what's great about Manhattan iced teas, it comes in Ceylon, it comes in green tea, and of course today we're using the rooibos one. In fact, we are using the lemon flavor.
Nice.
There we go.
All right,
okay, so you've got our honey in.
And then the pièce de résistance.
Okay.
We have got our Manhattan rooibos iced tea that we're putting in here.
There we go. And we're putting all of it in.
All of it. It's ours. We're not sharing. And then I'm just going to use the back of a wooden spoon here. That works really well just to stir everything together. Make sure that we combine all of these flavorful ingredients because that's what we want. And then we're ready to pour because our ice blocks are already in there.
There we go. Well, if you'd love to have the steps to this recipe sent directly to your phone, our keyword for you this morning is Clover. SMS Clover to 33728. We'll send you the recipe, the ingredients, and the step to making your own Manhattan rooibos iced tea, lemon and ginger mocktails.
Wonderful. Do you want to pop on a piece of mint for each one of us?
Okay, so I'll add some mint for us, like a whole piece, like that. There we go.
Oh, that's pretty.
Yeah, these are quite big, chunky pieces.
And then we've got our straws. I love it, like little bamboo straws.
Yes, bamboo straws.
Love
there we
them.
go.
Once again, Clover to 33728. You can make this. It's going to be glorious in the heat of summer, plus really healthy and refreshing too.
Cheers. Our keyword is Clover to 33728.
Enjoy full fruit flavor in Ceylon or green tea varieties of Manhattan iced tea. Made with love by Clover.
Yum. Lovely.
very
I just saw Zoe took a sip right now as you went into that. And she was like, oh, it's actually good. It's actually...
What were you expecting?
It's actually...
We make good things here.
We love it. Listen, we're going to jump back into the kitchen in just a bit. Strawberry and rocket salad heading your way in just a bit.
Yeah, and we continue our baby talk with Meg Fora today. We talk about how to get your baby to sleep, because sleep deprivation is a real thing, and it's not a holiday.
You will survive.
It's so hard, Ewan.
You will survive.
I just feel like right now I'm just falling asleep.
You want some?
It's just very hard.
Don't take credit. Unexpected coming from a bank. But just think about it. Using credit to finance a flashy lifestyle to show that you've arrived won't help you live better. What's new today is old tomorrow, except for the debt that you still have to pay. But do take credit to renovate your home, buy a more reliable car, or pay for your children's education. If that's your goal, then Capitec will help you realize your dreams. Because living better starts when you get credit for the right reasons.
welcome back. You're tuning into your Feel Good Breakfast Show Expresso right here on SABC3. Such a happy tune, eh?
I love it.
Such a happy tune.
Really
It is Baby Talk on your Feel Good Breakfast Show this morning. We're talking about sleeping and sleeping issues, how to get your toddler to sleep, advice. We need tips. That's what we're getting you this morning. We have Meg Foray joining us once again this morning. Thank you very much, Meg. I love this segment. I really do.
And we got a caller coming in, of course, on 0214309881. I believe it's Olga. Ulrika.
Hello.
Thank you for the call, Ulrika. What's your question?
Good morning. That little tune is very deceiving. So I have a 3-year-old toddler, and we have been co-sleeping on and off since the beginning of his life. And I'm just wondering whether co-sleeping is a bad habit, and at which point we should really be stopping this.
Thank you very much, Ulrika. Because I mean, I think also co-sleeping is a bit of a comfort for the mom and dad. It's nice to be able to be close to your little one, but at the end of the day, you do want them to be independent. So, Meg, what's your take on that?
So, right off the bat, we have to say that co-sleeping is incredibly personal because you have some people who have a family home situation where they can only co-sleep. So, they've got a one-bedroom flat, they've got, baby has to be in bed with them, and that's absolutely fine. You've got some people who choose right up front that they don't want their baby, never mind in their bed, but not even in their room, from birth in their own room, and that's also fine. So it's very important to state that. The second main consideration with co-sleeping is that it needs to be done safely if your baby's under a year of age. So Ulrika's little one's over 1, so that's fine. We don't have to worry about that. But if your baby is under the age of 1, make sure it's done safely, that they're in a space that is their own, that your duvet can't cover them, and that you haven't been drinking alcohol or taking drugs, because the risk of smothering your baby is there.
It's real, yeah.
With a 3-year-old, you don't have that risk because he's going to fight you off if you have to roll over onto him. And then it becomes very personal. So for Ulrika, let's say her husband isn't at home with her and she gets comfort from having the baba in her bed with her, go for it. If everyone's getting good night's sleep, go for it. However, if your husband's there and you've got conflict around whether or not the child is going to be in your bed, then 3 years old is a good age to move them, make them a lovely sleep space in their own room if they've got their own room, and you can move them across quite easily.
I think at this stage also, like you said, is very personal, and that's what I have in my relationship. As long as it doesn't affect on the relationship itself, co-sleeping for us is a way to actually get some good quality sleep in at this stage as well. But let's talk about those day sleeps. How important is it for a toddler to have those day naps? How do you go about it, and how long should those naps be? Because we touched on it a little bit earlier on.
Yeah, so toddler naps are quite interesting because at some point between 2 and 5 years old, your toddler will drop that day nap altogether.
Yeah.
At 1 year of age, babies generally go from 2 day sleeps, so one at about 9 in the morning and one at 1 in the afternoon, through to 1 day sleep. And that day sleep actually is very important. Now, even if your baby's wanting to drop that day sleep at, like, let's say 2.5, 3 years old, or maybe as old as your little ones are, I still say that they should have a rest time. So they need to go to their room after school or after play group at 12 o'clock till 2 o'clock or 12 till 1, where they can just have some downtime.
That's exactly what we do with my 3-year-old, because if we don't, at 5 o'clock, he's sitting on the couch, he'd be passed out. And he sleeps for an hour, then it's impossible to get him to sleep at night.
I just wish these toddlers would realize maybe there would be like some kind of logical way of explaining just how nice naps are.
They don't appreciate it the way we do.
Where you can take naps and there's no consequence. Do it, bro.
I would give anything for a nap.
Phoenix, just do it. Okay, Brayton's on the line. Good morning, Brayton.
Brayton, what's up?
Hi, good morning, Kat. How are you guys?
Very well, Brayton. Thanks for the call. What's your question?
So the question that I want to ask you guys is, I have a niece. She's 4 years old, and she has sinus, so at night she struggles to sleep. So is there any advice that what can I do to help her at least?
Okay.
Thanks very much, Brayton. Okay.
For sure. So first of all, if this is ongoing sinus issues at 4 years old, we need to get to the bottom of it. So that would be a visit to an allergist or to your pediatrician to ascertain what's actually going on. Because if you've got ongoing sinus, it's likely to be allergies of some sort, either environmental or potentially also some food allergies, but more likely environmental allergies. We need to get to the bottom of that. But in the moment, a couple of things. You can put a humidifier on in the room so that the nasal passages are a little bit more moist. You can use a saline spray, and we always recommend those for little ones. Even from birth, you can use it if they've got stuffy noses, but it mustn't have any medical preparation in it. It's just salt water.
Saline.
Just saline spray.
Salt water.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
Just simple as
All right,
that.
but I think a visit to the allergist, as you said, Meg, if it is an ongoing problem, especially persistent over a couple of years. All right, so back to the day naps. Is there a time where toddlers should completely, okay, just we can leave the day naps now, we're good, we're fully functioning adults?
Yeah, so...
adults,
So your indication that your baby needs to drop a day nap is a couple of things. First of all, they start fighting bedtime. So for instance, in Ewan's case, his 3-year-old becomes a 3.5, 4-year-old, 5-year-old, and is fighting bedtime and wanting to go to sleep at 9 o'clock at night. Probably an indication to pull that day nap back a bit. Yeah. So if it was an hour and a half, pull it back to an hour, maybe even just half an hour, quick cat nap. So that would be the one thing. And also if they're waking up in the middle of the night and awake for like an hour in the middle of the night, or waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning for the day, which unfortunately toddlers sometimes do, those 3 things are indications that you need to start dropping that day's sleep. And it usually happens, it's quite variable, but usually from about 3.5 years onwards, you could do that.
Perfect. Okay. Thank you very much, Meg. Now, just a quick mention, the baby show is happening at the Kyalami International Convention Centre. Are there still tickets available for the hashtag meetup with
Yes,
Meg?
absolutely. So the meetup is on the Saturday. It actually is already pretty much fully subscribed. We are releasing a few more tickets today that were ring-fenced for bloggers, and we're now moving them across to the public. So if you want your tickets, you do need to get them today. The actual event itself, the baby show, we've got capacity for 20,000 people to move through. And the event is going to be amazing. I mean, dads can test drive Porsches, I think.
Yes.
You can, on the circuit.
On the track.
You've got a shop and drop facility where whatever you buy, you can then pop into shop and drop and drive your car into the pits, dads, and collect everything. So it really is going to be an awesome day out. Yeah.
I need to shop for a new car seat, so...
there we go.
Oh, my goodness. All right, so if you want more information, do visit babyshow.co.za and also connect with them on social media at The Baby Show SA. Meg, thank you very, very much. Always appreciated. Excellent stuff.
From the first moment, everything that touches your baby should be this comforting. That's why Pampers, the #1 choice of pediatricians, brings you premium care, now lined with our softest comfort and best skin protection. So every touch is as comforting as the first. Pampers, wishing you love, sleep and play.
Hailing from the KZN region was the girl next door, the beautiful Zoe Brown. Now, she joined the team as the winner of Presenter Search on 3. And as we celebrate Morning Show Host Day today, we as Expresso presenters decided to take an opportunity to share how much we love connecting with you, all of our feel-good breakfast show morning guests, and of course you at home. And let's get to know a little bit more about Zoe, as she's been with us since 2015.
Hi, I'm Zoe Brown and I've been on SABC3's Expresso Morning Show for 3 years. I had a very interesting introduction to the Expresso Morning Show. I did Presenter Search on 3. They've put us through our paces through various obstacles and challenges. So when we did the live show takeover, I got a real taste of what the show would be like. For me, being a TV presenter was a new dream. It wasn't something I grew up thinking I would become. To this day, I'm still shocked I'm in this industry. But I had a wonderful introduction and I actually can't see myself anywhere else. So much has changed. I mean, I had no TV experience before joining the Expresso Morning Show. So yes, I have gained confidence in myself, in my ability to be able to present, and just, I think, developing my style. I think being able to put a smile on someone's face and just to get their day starting off on the best note possible, what an honor. What an absolute honor to be able to be part of that, to be part of a show that does that to millions of people. Being live so early and for so long, I think we don't even feel the duration anymore. It's so part of our being up early. I'm naturally a morning person, but there are days where, you know, you've got a bruise on your arm or you've got an eye infection. It's happened to me, that's life. And you kind of just have to add some eye drops and roll with the punches, and you just have to keep going. One of my favorite aspects is the people I get to work with every single day. And it's happened where you rock up to work, you're not in the best of moods, but there's something about everyone else's energy that immediately changes your energy around for the better. There's something about waking up early, being able to make more of your day, being able to use more hours. There's something powerful to it. And there's something beautiful about driving to work first thing in the morning. You can feel the city that is normally buzzing and very electric, it's still asleep. And there's something powerful and magical about being awake while most people are still asleep. To all of the morning show hosts around the world and inside our beautiful country, happy Morning Show Host Day. I can't believe we have a day all to ourselves. And I know as morning show hosts, we always make it about someone else, but today we get to make it about ourselves. So have yourself a fantastic one, and thank you to each and every loyal Expresso viewer, whether you knew or been watching throughout the years. Thank you so much for tuning in every morning. You know what I've noticed, like how much my hair has changed. It's gone from pitch black to a lot lighter, from short to long. Back
I wish
to
I could
short.
say the same.
Next, dreadlocks.
Yeah.
No?
I don't know about that.
Like, you guys ever thinking of changing up the hair a little? No?
Hey, Lomfaz, hey, have you not seen the evolution of my hair over the years?
No, yours has.
You know, the thing is with mine, if I cut my hair, it doesn't matter what I do to it, just goes back to what it normally is. It's like Superman hair.
Maybe you must just grow it.
Maybe I was just what? What did you say?
Just grow it.
Just grow it. Oh no, it grows up, not down.
Anyway, on to more happier and cool things. We have a lovely surprise for all of our viewers out there. Of course, that's you watching right now. It's competition time again with Samsung.
Absolutely, easy like that. Now, you stand the chance of winning a Galaxy Note 9 valued at more than 18,000 Rand. This is the guy right here. It's amazing. So all you have to do to enter is simply go into the Expresso or onto the Expresso Morning Show Facebook page and comment.
Tell them.
Oh, comment on there. Okay, cool. And then you comment on the Samsung Note 9's post naming one of the 4 game-changing features of the Galaxy Note 9. All right, and you could be in line to win a Samsung Note 9 today. Today, that is. So head on to the Expresso page right now.
Yeah, the competition closes at 12 p.m. Terms and conditions apply and can be found where? On our website? On expressoshow.com. Yes.
That's
so
it.
visit our Expresso Facebook page. Get entering now. Anybody want to take a selfie?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's just mix his face.
Squish over.
Let's get in here. Let's get in here.
Squish over.
Gonna do it with the pen.
Get your face in there.
1, 2,
The Note 9 is a game changer with more power than you need until this happens.
Flight 291 has been delayed.
And you need a charge. And all the plugs are taken in. Oh, well, there you go. But why have a remote control for a phone? That's why. And who needs a terabyte of storage?
We got it? No.
Unless... Right. The new Galaxy Note 9. It's got more power than you need until you need it.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, guys. It's a Thursday morning. We're having a whole lot of feel-good fun. Thanks so much for joining us, starting the day off with it. It's always such a pleasure to just think that somebody just woke up and go, I want to watch Expresso this morning.
But it's been a uniquely special morning this morning, I might add, as well, being it International Morning Show Host Day.
Absolutely. We have a day dedicated to our occupation.
Exactly, and of course we welcomed our newest member to the Cardova family, Tabiso. And while we have been celebrating all of our morning show hosts, on Morning Show Host Day, we as Expresso presenters decided to take the opportunity to share how much we love connecting with all of you on our Feel Good Breakfast Show.
That's right, and here's Tabiso with what's been his favorite part since joining us just earlier this year.
Hi, I'm Thabiso Makubela and I have been on SABC3's The Expresso morning show for all of 7 weeks. My first day on the show was absolutely riveting. It's everything I expected it would be and more. You walk in very early in the morning and it's a crowd of people that are full of energy and ready to give South Africa all the life they need in the morning. When you're on Presenter Search on 3, which I was on, you take it for granted that the learning continues beyond that phase of your life and of your journey. And getting onto this show, I found that every single day I learn so much from everyone that I get to work with. There's every day is a different challenge, is a fresh challenge, and you step into it not knowing you'll walk out of there with some learnings. The one thing I'm really struggling with is getting to grips with waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning. I mean, I come from a life where I woke up at 10 o'clock every morning, and so 7 weeks in and it still hasn't sunk in and I still struggle with it. I have bad dreams halfway into the night thinking I'm gonna miss the show, and then I wake up sweating at 2 o'clock and I think it's time to go up and get up for work, but it's something I'll definitely need some time to get used to. I've found that being on the Expresso show is such a huge responsibility because you're not only doing a job, you're not only presenting content and delivering information, you are touching so many lives. And every day I get a message from someone on social media that says how inspired they are by something that went on the show. And so that is encouraging, and it's really something I really hope to grow into. I really hope to be able to be a personality that's able to inspire people, that's able to connect with people in ways that makes them feel that they know me and we all are connected, that we all are the same people. I would love to wish all the morning TV show hosts a spectacular day today. It's all about you guys. And to our Expresso show viewers, none of this would happen for me without you guys. I love your continued support. Thank you so much for tuning into our show every morning. We love you so much, and I love you lots. Mwah.
Aw, Loonies. I said he
cute
joined
is
us
he?
earlier this year. It was only last month.
Yeah, August.
August. There we go. Thabiso, welcome to the family. And as famed American morning TV show host Al Roker said about presenting, he says, always be yourself. At the end of the day, that's all you've really got. When you strip everything down, that's all you've got. So always be yourself.
Exactly. Well, thanks you, Zanzi, for letting us be ourselves every single morning, for engaging with us on this incredible platform every single day. Truth be told, we could not do this without you, so we really, really do love and value you, and of course, continue tuning into your Feel Good Breakfast show every morning.
Yeah, thank you, South Africa.
Thabiso, my man.
Yeah, and thank you, South Africa.
Absolutely, man, for
allowing
making
us
these
to do
mornings possible, and it's so good to wake up with you every single morning.
Yeah, and hopefully we feed your minds, your hearts and souls with feel good, as we're about to feed your tummies right now, because temperatures are rising, which means you need to be summer body ready, which of course means one thing, actually 3 things. Salad, salad, and more salad. But when you don't have any ideas and you're not inventive, things can get very boring very quickly.
Absolutely.
So we're going to zhuzh it up for you right now.
We're going to zhuzh it up?
Is it juice?
Zhuzh.
Oh, sorry. We're going to zhuzh it up for you.
But we must in Cape Town. Zhuzh it up. It's going to mob Zeus.
Why did I think it was Zeus? But that's a Greek god.
Zeus, that's a Greek god, yeah. But listen, we're also making a very healthy salad dressing using B-Well canolas, reduced oil mayonnaise to go with that dressing to really keep the calories nice and low. But it's good. This is an interesting salad, my brother.
Yeah?
This is an interesting salad. We have the flame of broccoli with us here for health.
What did you call it?
The flame of broccoli.
That's brilliant. I love
you
that.
like it?
That is the flame of broccoli.
The flame of broccoli, dude. That's my favorite thing. Tender stem broccoli, it's amazing. So we basically just blanch them. Yeah. So you can see the beautiful rich color comes out there. And from what I believe, the nutrients come to the surface. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, so just blanch them. You don't want to overcook them. Otherwise, once they start getting like white, then you lose out on it.
So here we go. We're going to take some of our broccoli. And then we have some wild rocket.
Okay, cool.
It's all about the greens, dude. It's all about the greens. We're going to make it look nice and rustic.
Excuse me. Just had to dab at the back there.
You need a flame of broccoli.
I do, I do.
Now, we have some strawberries.
Which are in season, absolutely brilliant.
And the color, this is what I'm looking forward to. The color of the salad is amazing.
And just enough sweetness so that when you bite into the salad, you don't really feel like it's bland. There's a pop-up flavor that comes off.
That's it. So here we have a little bit of avo as well that we have chopped.
And indeed, a salad would not be complete without avo. I don't understand or make friends with people that don't like avo.
You know, luckily that's why we're friends.
That's usually like the first question I ask. Do you like avo? No.
So sorry, I'm getting my hands dirty here.
That's okay, bro.
But it's all good, but it's going to come together beautifully. You'll see in just
Makes
a
it
second.
more rustic.
All right.
What else do you got? What do you need?
Okay. A cloth, but it's
Can you
okay.
use my
We don't have
shirt?
one. No. Dude. Some beautiful red onion that's going to go on there. And then some feta. You can see, bam, 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 bam.
By the way, if you've just joined us, we're making a delicious and very kind of different style of summer salad that'll certainly help you to get summer body ready. SMS the keyword be well to 3.
Take a guess, what is this, my friend?
This is, hold on, no.
Take a guess, what is that, while I wash my hand?
Hold on. Can I take
go for it. You will never guess.
Wait, I know you said charcoal, but it's like...
No, it's not charcoal.
Toasted,
No.
No. It's a seed, obviously.
Yes, it's a seed, obviously.
You stumped me. What is it?
Okay, so did you know?
What?
Did you know that
I didn't tell me.
onions have seeds?
No!
This is onion seeds, man. It's onion seeds.
Mine.
You can check it. So this is just going to add a little bit of a different, unique flavor to it.
Yes, maar jy spread daai saad weer.
My bra, hierdie saad val oral. Stop it! It's gonna make for a good photo, though.
Yeah.
It's gonna make for a good. Let's make some dressing. So that goes on there.
Yeah.
We got some honey in there.
What do you need?
Some lemon zest. That goes in there as well, just for a bit of extra.
I'll handle the whisks.
You do that.
Cool. So I'll wait for you to. Are you okay with like getting stuff inside the you know what I mean?
The thing is, when
the
you
container?
make no, but this is photo-ready stuff, dude.
Okay,
so if
cool.
you're gonna take a photo of anything that I've done this morning, it's gonna add a nice little rustic tint.
Do it for the gram.
Absolutely.
Cool.
Here
With
we
that?
have. Oh, smell that.
Balsamic.
Yes. Balsamic vinegar goes in.
Did up my nose. All right. Cool.
And
then our
here we
secret
have
ingredient.
Our canola mayo. That's a reduced oil variant.
Excellent. It's actually 47% reduced fat. Eh?
There we go. You
Inside
see.
it as well.
So a nice little dollop of that.
High in omega-3.
Bro,
Should I give
give that a
a
bit of a whisk for us.
Okay, cool.
The keyword is be well. SMS that to 33728. That's be well to 33728. All right. So
was the honey in there?
Honey was in there. Honey was in there. So now you can see it turns up nice and brown, and that is what we're going to put over our salad, and you're going to have a flavorful salad. Check this out.
You go right ahead,
Check
buddy.
this out, brother.
You show them how to. I'll show them. I'll show them.
It's the juice. The juice is going on there.
Juice.
Bam. Talk about a salad, man.
SMS be well to 33728. Our work here is done.
Our work here is done, my boy.
2 guys and a muffin.
2 guys and a muffin. Strikes again.
Well, episode 2 of the new season of Winner Home airs tonight at 7:30 p.m. on SABC3. And in tonight's Open the Door competition, you stand a chance of winning a beautiful Temper Sensation Supreme Queen bed valued at 50,000 Rand! And of course, being a memory foam mattress, the Temper Sensation conforms to your body, relieving pressure points and giving you the most comfortable night's rest in all sleep positions. Temper is brought to you by Venkasa, the world leaders in sleep, with the widest range on pillows, motorized adjustable sleep bases, and sleep accessories.
Now, to enter, all you need to do is visit privateproperty.co.za/winnerhome and vote for your favorite design duo on Win a Home. Now, by entering, not only could you power your sleep with this new Temper mattress range, but you also stand a chance of winning a fully decorated luxury home that's valued at over 3 million Rand. So go cast your vote now. You can visit privateproperty.co.za/winnerhome. Wait.
Guys, sleep deprivation is a real thing. Can I just have some space on the bed?
Sure.
This is good.
This is good, yeah.
This is nice.
Can you just move quickly?
Hey, now you want my warm spot? Wow.
Guys, after the break, Chadley will be performing for us, making music on this Thursday morning. Can you just move quickly? Thanks. Thanks. Me to move off the bed.
Enjoy the moment in between with McCafe. See you after the break.
All Expresso presenters and guests fly domestically with Mango. Enjoy outstanding service, online check-in and seat selection. With the widest booking and payment options, Mango is the only airline globally to accept store charge cards as a means of payment. Fly in comfort with ergonomically efficient seats for more legroom aboard a fleet of new generation Boeing 737-800 aircraft. Join the presenters of Expresso and fly Mango.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show on this International Morning Show Host Day, and what a privilege it's been to celebrate it and enjoy the music of Mr. Chadley Gar. Thank you very much, man.
Thanks for having me,
I
man.
really hope those tickets sell very quickly. Once again, give us the details, because I think there's lots of people that really want to come and experience you live with the band.
At Quicket, I mean, that's online. People can purchase it via their phones, internet, whatever. And obviously at the door, and people can contact me via Facebook, my page, Instagram, and all that socials, you know.
Yeah. And listen, you're a very inspiring guy in your own right, in the way that your story in music has went along, and now here you are, national TV, you're about to drop your debut album as well. What message do you have for those aspiring artists out there that might want to follow the path, but, you know, obviously facing some challenges here and there?
You just need to keep going.
Yeah?
That's I mean, if I had to give up, you know, when I was challenged, you know, on all the occasions that I was challenged, I would have never made it till this moment.
Yeah.
So you need to keep on.
And we're glad you're here.
Thanks, man.
Glad that you're here. What's the last song you're doing for us?
Congo to Cape Town. And it's about a certain style of music. In Congo, it's called Congo as well, or Sukus, for that, if you want to go into detail. But yeah, and then I'm bringing it back home to Cape Town.
Oh, the stage is all yours, man.
Thanks,
Take it away, guys.
Lekker.
Expresso Morning Show, made with love by Clover.
Nada.
Feel Good production.